Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning. Sorry I'm late. We're going to reschedule for a little later because I'm sorry I'm late. I'm late because somebody's live that I don't want to get, encroach on her time. So Jenna Moon is live. If you guys want to go over there, um, that would be great. And I'll reschedule this for a little later. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry. I was
Please,
late.
please, please go and support Jenna Moon. Please,
Yes,
please.
we just
Don't do
want,
that.
hers
We
is
have
more
things.
important.
Yeah,
And
we have things happening, but just not today.
yeah,
Well, not
and
this morning.
yeah, I don't want to encroach on her time, but here, Miss Murder has a real fun stream going on tomorrow at what time? 4:30?
Today, 4:30.
Today,
Is
4:30
it today at 4:30?
p.m. Yeah.
4:30 p.m. She's gonna have a game. What is it? A game?
It's guess the TV show theme.
That's the TV show theme. So if you
Awesome.
guys want something fun to go to, it'll be on at
4:30
4:30 p.m.
Eastern time.
4:30 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And can you put your link in the chat, Bridget?
I'm not in there at the moment. Hang on.
Oh, hang on. I'll get it.
Can you get it?
Okay. Let me see. I encourage you to go over to Jenna Moon and support her.
Yes.
Will there be porn themes?
I need that. No, it'll be like TV shows from.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm going to post your link in the chat. So if you guys, hey, she's over. Oh, she's over. Okay.
Okay, let's keep going then. Let's keep going.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to go live until she was done. Oh.
There you go.
My reaction to what went on last night.
Well, it's a really difficult thing having been in that environment, and Carla can attest to it too, as well as a lot of you in the chat. It's a very difficult thing to say things that people want to hear, to know. They have legit questions, and to do what they did last night was a beautiful healing thing, and I completely support that, and I thank them so much, and my prayers are for them because it's a tough thing to do.
Well, and here's my reaction to it. It's there's a lot of hypocrisy going on in that camp, because Laura, you had no problem airing private messages from me. You had no problem getting someone to put private phone calls on their chat, but now all of a sudden when it's you have a big problem with it.
True.
So I have a real problem with that.
Were they private phone calls with? Oh, that was okay. I know what that was from.
Private. There are private Facebook Messenger calls.
Right.
And also, Laura, you had no problem asking people for dirt on other people. So hypocrisy, right, and that's what I have a problem with. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot say something is vile when you have done the same exact thing.
Hi, Charlie Girl M's. All you lovely people. Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda.
Oh,
Nanya.
So that's my reaction to last night. I don't know if you have a different reaction, misdemeanor, than I did.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give you a mental image this morning because I'm inspired by Marsha White Sharkey, who's brilliant. If you're not subbed to her, go run and do it right this minute. But I want you to think about what happened when good old America, who I love very dearly, but makes mistakes, went in and eliminated Saddam Hussein. Okay, big bad guy, caused a lot of problems, total asshole, right? There was a void that was filled by people who were probably worse than Saddam Hussein. People that had probably done a lot of work for Saddam Hussein behind the scenes. I'm sure our FBI and CIA and all them knew about it, but whatever. And so we spent years dealing with that crap. I don't want this community to have to deal with the aftermath of the void that will be filled by anyone who has supported, and I'm not talking about sat in a chat, paid for a Patreon, sent. I'm talking about the people who behind the scenes did the dirty work for Laura. We all know what a lazy bitch she is. Okay, she won't even do her hair. She'll put on a wig. That's how lazy. Okay, so she had a lot of people looking people up, digging deep, getting information about them. It wasn't Laura doing that. She accepted the information. She sent them out to get it. They got it and brought it back. Connect the freaking dots. Please, people. Do not support that. I'm seeing a lot of people in a lot of chats right now that are doing a lot of good things. But there are people in those chats that are love bombing the shit out of people. And I know that they're the very ones who went and did the work for Laura. So please connect the dots. If you just have to sit and observe, if you hear things, just connect the dots. Was that good? Was I muted the whole time?
No,
Hello? Okay, good. Thank you.
No, you're okay.
I can't make
But
a comment because I haven't seen anything. And
I just
Right.
think what the whole phone call about her, the whole suicide, like faking a suicide thing, is such a slap in the face. And then for her to lie and say it never happened, thank God someone recorded that phone call, because I'm so sick of her lies. She's lied over and over. She's lied about almost every ex-Patreon that's out there. And here's the thing.
That's not me. That's Mr.
She's
Mike
the
making
one
noise.
that put it out there that you can't trust. You cannot trust private messages. So, but you certainly can trust a recorded phone call that you hear with your own ears. So there's that. She's called me a liar. I'm sure she's called Misdemeanor a liar. She's called a lot of ex-Patreons liars. But the house of cards is starting to fall. And people are seeing her. I'm not sure about the people that support her are probably always going to support her. But I think we all need to open our eyes, because this is not needed in this community. I really believe that she dug her own grave. I give a clean slate to people who get away from her. From my experience thus far, I have only been burned by one ex-patron. All the others, and there are quite a few, I love dearly. Thank you, Ash.
Right.
I appreciate that.
There's people, though, in my head, not publicly, because I do a lot of stuff just, watching, that I've given a clean slate to.
I'm
And then I
not
watch them
surprised.
go right back and
I'm
say,
not surprised.
well,
Hi, Sarah.
I've been talking to Laura for the last year.
I'm
Oh,
not
have you
surprised,
now?
Marissa. Go read my post. It was so vile that someone took her private tweet. It was so vile. She had no problem putting my private messages up on her panel. So Laura, fuck you. Sorry, not sorry. You want to use that? Sorry, not sorry. And asking what dirt Life with Jen had on me? Come on now.
Exactly, just for you.
You know what? I would have
Exactly.
respect for her, at least a little respect for her, if she actually owned anything she ever did, but she never owns anything.
And exactly, just for you
what
says,
has now came out. Oh, is there more?
why is everyone upset about a private call recorded, but they thought it was great when Life with Jen did it? Exactly. It was wonderful, because there are people in this community that are addicted to that kind of drama.
Right.
And that's an illness I'm glad I don't have.
And she gets the views. But don't be a hypocrite and go after people and put their private messages on your screen and then think it's vile. My phone calls were recorded. My phone calls were put out there. So do not go on your panel and say it's vile, because it's happening to you. Because it happened. Here's the thing, chickie. It happened to me, and I had to get past. Hi, Jenna Moon. I tried to go live after you were done, sweetie. I just wanted to pop in and say hello to everyone. I'm off to enjoy the day. Jenna, I have to say, I'm very proud of you. So proud. Like
Mad
I
respect,
know
Jenna.
how
Hard thing to do.
really mad respect, because that had to be hard.
And listen, also with Jenna, you know something, I've been there. I was not in the mod chats and all of that.
Neither was I.
But let me just tell you, I know what you're saying. The pressure that you were under to stay in there and to endure that, I can't. Oh, girl, honey, my heart. What she was a part of and did last night, the whole lifelong YouTube span with Laura and Jenna. I can sit there and accept that and give you every over in the book. I don't think you even need one. What I cannot tolerate is people who in the front say, "Oh, Laura's a bitch. She's dirty. She's scum." And then all of a sudden, a year later, well, I've been talking to her behind the scenes the whole time. Have you really?
How about she supported Makeup Mobster when they played M's phone call, private phone call. That was great, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Laura? It was great when they put out someone else's Discord. It's always okay when it's done to people that you don't like, isn't it, Laura? But oh boy, when it happens to you, it's not funny. And what's her response to it? I'm not answering any questions about it, because you were so busted, lady. You were so busted. And I'm not sure I'm not sure how much support you're going to have, because people are going to be afraid to say anything to you, because that's what you do. They dumped Stephanie's Discord. Exactly. But that's okay, because she doesn't like those people. They also dumped M's phone call and played it for everybody to see. But that's okay. That's okay.
So see, no, Molly, I don't think you're right about that at all. I don't think that you're treated anywhere near like M's. And I'll just be upfront about it, because let me tell you what, I've watched what they've done to M's. I've watched. You've been talking to Laura all this time behind the scenes. How are you treated? When were you burned at the stake? When was your stuff put out? It was private. When? Just going to ask. I'll wait. Y'all can talk. I'm off my rant. Right?
I'm just listening at the moment.
Ems was treated a whole lot like Carla. And until you've been drugged daily about your looks, about your intellect, about every word that comes out of your mouth, please don't say that you were treated like these ladies. Please don't. It's horrific.
I've been drugged about my age. I've been drugged about what I say. I've been drugged about my channel. I've been told that I'm 82 years old. I'm 72 years old. I've been called Chucky constantly in her chat. I'm not sure that someone... Sure, Molly. There you go. I'm not sure that she even understands what she does to people's self-esteem. Talk about suicide. You know what? Some people, I'm dealing with bipolar disorder, which is a form of depression, PTSD from when I was with my husband, my ex-husband. And it's not easy to deal with that. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Carla. I'm Miss Mina. I'm Smarter.
Hi.
Sorry, I muted because Mr. Mike's making a ton of noise. Hi.
Go ahead, Carla.
No, I'm just saying, it's just like, it's been daily, almost daily for her going after me since I left her Patreon, and it didn't stop with that. I mean, then the whole life with Jen happened. I mean, I have had to deal with this shit for 6 months, and I've tried to keep my mouth shut about it, but now it's her fault. She goes on her live and says everything is vile because it happened to her. Wait, she wanted dirt on me. She aired my private messages. She's, whatever. So it's not vile when it happens to anyone else, but it is vile when it happens to her. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. The way I see it, you guys should all really take notice, about, I'm going to say about 10 days ago. Just remember, I said the next 7 to 10 days are going to be a total shit show as we enter that Mercury retrograde. And we are in it right now. So for the next month, we're just going to see things that are worse and worse and worse and worse. And the thing is have you noticed lately that it's basically people just outing themselves? It's like you don't even have to do anything. And it's all coming out. Think about that person that came out with this suicide. I'm going to mock my suicide, do a mock suicide to make everyone feel bad and use my kids. Like, who even thought to record that, hold on to it, and then pull it out, pull that card out? They kept it in the back of their pocket, which was brilliant. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, and bring it out at the most perfect time. And then she said, who, I guess I didn't hear it. But then Rosewater, there's a channel called Rosewater, you can clearly make out what she's saying. How did that even happen? It's like, wow. So the reason Laura keeps losing consistently is losing all of these Patreons is because people are consistently realizing how unfair, erratic, and, fucked up. I'm sorry to say, she's really fucked up. She's a fucked up person. I said this 14 months ago. There was something very fucking off about her. She's very greedy.
Well, how about when Tiffany Marie aired M's phone call?
I didn't even hear it.
Okay.
I don't ever pay attention to Tiffany Marie. I've never seen Tiffany Marie's channel.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what they did. They aired a private phone call between M's and Tiffany Marie, and that was fine. Oh yeah, that was fine with Laura. But when it happens to her, oh my God, that's the most vile thing. Stop the hypocrisy. Stop it, Laura, because you do worse. You asked for dirt on me from Life with Jen.
She asked for dirt on me.
Fuck you. That's what I said.
Dirt on me to Oni months and months ago. Tell us all about her. Tell us all about her. And he was like, what the hell? I don't know.
And Em says these ladies must have recognized how shitty that call was and recorded it in case she ever did claim she was in the hospital.
Oh.
They were probably, well, just like when she said about the truth's cancer. Didn't she kind of insinuate that she had her cancer back?
Yes, she did. She didn't insinuate it. She went out and told them that it was back. Insinuate my ass. I have a question. Hang on. I have a question. Because this has been eating at me for a minute, okay? Molly.
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Carl. I've been friends with Carl for a long time. A couple of weeks ago, she started getting messages from you out of the blue. Okay?
About what?
Not too long after that, here's Jen, Life with Jen, having her on blast, me on blast. Okay? And then all of a sudden, and from Science Girl, and all of a sudden, those messages stopped. What's with that?
Yeah, why did she start messaging you all of a sudden? That's what I always never understood.
I believe this Life
How did she know to message you?
Wait. Let her answer.
Hold on. I have to think now, because the first time I ever saw Life with Jen, it might have been on your panel, and she was raging about the other side. And I was like, well, who the hell? And it was called The Farm at the time. And then all of a sudden, I was on the phone with Alicia, and Alicia said, I got a friend request on Facebook from her. And I said, yes, so did I. And I accepted it, didn't think anything of it. And there's something about it that just didn't snap very well. I don't know exactly what happened, but someone reached out to me, I don't remember who it was, and said, I think you need to watch yourselves. All of you guys need to watch yourself with this Life with Jen, because we think that she's a plant from the other side. And I'm like, okay. So I went to tell Alicia that, and Alicia was like, I'm on the phone with her right now. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, she's telling me like a really sad story about her kid and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, something must have happened in the past 2 weeks before the whole Kim Larry shit came out. And this is where she disappeared. She told me off. Let me see if I can pull it up. She told me off and basically said we were all crazy because I just got rid of her, deleted her. And I was like, well, there goes that. Let me see if I can pull it up. But I know that Science Girl did question her on something, and she completely turned it around and was like, oh, I'm dealing with my daughter. Can you imagine what it's like to have a daughter that's blah, 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 that's being bullied for this, and that. I'm not even seeing it in the thing.
And then here's the funny thing.
I never heard from her again. So no, I don't know shit about her. I don't know shit about her.
Jen comes up on my panel. She stays up for what? 2 minutes, and then she runs over to Laura's. And I find out that Laura's been asking her for private information from her Discord. And then I find out that she recorded phone calls that we made, which were, I mean, it's the normal shit. I mean, come on, everybody
She was probably recording the phone calls between her and Alicia.
Morning, St. Tacos.
She was probably recording the phone call. I never talked to her on the phone. I really didn't know much about her, to be honest with you. But
okay, but when did she start texting you? That's what I didn't know.
I don't even think I have her number. Let me see if I have her number. I don't think I do. Jen.
Did she text you on a phone or did she text you on Facebook?
Facebook.
Oh, okay. So she had to have asked you for a
No, I didn't have a number.
And see, that's the thing with
no, I didn't know personally. I didn't. She was on my phone. She was on my friends list for about 3 weeks, and she was the farm at one point. And someone said, I don't even remember who said it, but I know that I was doing my walk around the neighborhood where I was exercising, and they said, watch out, Jen's like a plant from the other side. And I was like, huh? And I reached out and I told Alicia, and I didn't know that Alicia had some phone calls with her before. I don't know how many phone calls altogether, but I know that Alicia snapped onto it quick. And she goes, she's deflecting. I asked her about what the fuck was going on, and now she's like, oh, you don't know what it's like to have a kid.
Don't you find it funny that Laura had her on, like she jumped up on Laura's panel and then she started talking shit about me like that same fucking lot. I remember it was a Friday night because she jumped off my panel and right onto Laura's. It was like,
Remy, I did not talk to her one-on-one through Facebook. She never, I don't think she even tried. But she sent me a message, the last message that she sent, and it's not even here, so she might have gotten rid of the entire thing, but it would say Facebook user. I'm looking at them. Let me see, Jen. Jen. What was her name on there? Jennifer, like an S?
There was 3 names. I can't say it.
Yeah, okay. No, she must have.
That was a long name.
But you guys are all fucking crazy.
Well, no, we're all blocked. Yeah, we're all crazy. Except she went up.
That's what she told me.
She went up on Laura's and told every lie she could tell about us. And then they put the messages that they put up were all taken out of context because there was one from May 17th, and then there was one from May 23rd, and then there was one. You know what I mean? They cherry picked the messages and put.
Well, not only that, but the screenshots were also altered as well because
yes,
and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, this must have happened the first week of June. I'm going to say the very first.
It was because we left her, or she kicked us out of her Discord. I think it was May 24th, and then that other one that Laura had as her mod or favorite mod in her channel turned on, and she found out she turned on her. So, everybody's vile except for Laura. Laura doesn't have a problem, airing out other people's stuff if she doesn't like them. If she doesn't have, she didn't care about our phone calls being aired. And that's what I mean. That's where the hypocrisy comes in for me, is don't be outraged about such stuff that you've done yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I mean, that's my opinion.
I really wish I had more information about that, but I really don't. I didn't give her much thought, and then I just kind of gave some people kind of a heads up and said that, you know, this is just what I heard. Yeah, this whole thing is gonna get worse, you guys. I'm telling you, it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. It is, Molly, because people are behind the scenes that have dealt with Laura this entire time and been shady about it. Y'all call Carla shady? I'll tell you about shady. Okay? People coming out of the woodwork a year later, well, I've been talking to her the whole time. Oh, really, have you? Really? And you know what kind of person she is, and yet you're going to sit here and tell me you've been talking to her the whole time. So you know what camp that puts you in my mind? The same camp as Laura.
Yeah.
Makes you know better. And the people who are behind the scenes that are looking people up, Laura doesn't do that work. All she does is out it publicly.
Do her dirty work.
She does. She has had a history of looking stuff up, and there's a reason why she wants your Facebook.
Molly, stop. No, she didn't even do her homework when she was doing Making a Murderer. She openly admitted that she had other people do her research for her. Come on. You know how lazy she is.
Now, someone joined and said, I don't have a Facebook anymore. I deactivated it. She told them to reactivate it.
Right.
When I was friends with her and joined her Patreon for $20, I never checked it. I was in my car one day and a message came through. I was at a red light and it said, mandatory Patreon meeting. If you don't attend, you're going to get kicked out. I remember going, oh my God, like that. Mm-hmm. So I asked John Crimes. I said, hey, John. He's like, what? I go, you know, you're not going to believe what happened today. And he goes, what? And I told him, he goes, she said that? And I said, yeah. He goes, damn. He goes, you don't talk to your Patreons like that. And I said, I didn't have a Patreon at the time. So I know that she's tried to ask Oni for information about me, like, oh, what's the deeds on Marissa? She was on my Facebook. I think she took some pictures of me when I was a lot heavier, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I don't have a problem with saying that I was much heavier in the past. It's not
Brian.
And
not Brian.
Morning, Eagle.
What I wanted to say. All right. So since Ash brought it up, I wasn't around last night, and I slept. I woke up this morning. I know that Diane went live last night. I wanted to address one thing, and I'll jump off. This way, you're hearing it from me, and then I'll leave it alone. Okay. So, Makeup Mobster, I guess the night before, did a 3-hour devotion, hopelessly devoted to Molly Golightly live, where she claims that she needed and had every right to be in my Patreon because I somehow made some sort of promise about police calls and information about police calls. Now, I can't even breathe without being recorded. I cannot sneeze without being recorded. If I had ever made any sort of announcement that I knew anything about phone calls, now, granted, she was in there for 4 months, okay? She denied that she was ever in there, then denied that it was 4 months, said it was 1 month, and now says that she was in there, but now that no one's even talking about her being in my stupid Patreon, I was the one that had to come up with the quote-unquote receipts, proof, right? They put that on my shoulders. Mm-hmm. And I had to come up with proof that she was in there. Excuse me? No, I knew it was her. And did you know, 3 days, I'm such a nice person. 3 days before she got billed, I threw her out. I could have waited, let her shit get charged, and then threw her out. And then it would have accounted for 5 months because she wasn't charged for that first month. So collectively, she was there for 5 months. Now, there's something you guys don't know, and it's gonna like make your friggin' head turn.
Okay.
And I didn't want to say this on my own channel, but I'll just say it here. So, and Ems is here. I'm glad that she's here because she knows what I'm talking about. Makeup Mobster claims that I made a promise that no one else in the whole community and all of my dozens of patrons and former patrons can attest that I never said that I was going to give out information about some phone calls. Now, months and months ago, back in October, this is October, me, Oni, and Jomana, Barbie, we were doing a 3-way phone call. We called up Ems. And Oni told Ems, this story, okay? And so he said, I really want to talk to Makeup Mobster. So Ems called up Makeup Mobster and said, all right, I'll ask if she wants to talk to you. So she said yes. So we all called. And me and Jomana kind of hung in there on mute for about, I'd say about 45 seconds. I need the closed caption option to listen to Makeup Mobster. Sorry, but it's true. I can't understand her when she talks. And I've always said, I just don't understand what she's talking about. Me and Jomana completely and totally did the eye roll and dropped off. Now, what that phone call entailed in October, right, was she, and Ems is here because she was on the phone. It was now Ems, Oni, and Makeup Mobster. He was telling her why him and Jay for Justice got into an argument, and it was over the cans. Something like Chris Watts' ex-girlfriend. It was a fake, that Jay for Justice was the cans account, and that's what it is. Now, months later, Makeup Mobster says that she thought that Oni was going to confess to her calls in October. The whole thing about the Marianne call and him calling on herself didn't happen until the day before Thanksgiving. Thank you, M's Coffee Convo. I'm telling you, she's full of shit. And this is the thing. Don't you think that Laura Perplex would have said, I can't believe Molly Golightly is trying to get people to join her Patreon because she's going to give information about the calls. Wah, 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 wah. You can't, this is why people don't believe Makeup Mobster. Lie after lie after lie. And I called Diane and we had a conversation for about an hour yesterday. And she's like, so you're telling me, she goes, because I couldn't believe about this Kathy situation. She was under an account named Kathy. And she won a Chanel prize of Tiffany Blue nail polish. And I let her know that I didn't have her. I just said a sweet thing. She wrote down this long ass reply of why she's not into all that stuff. And her medical condition and her nail beds and blah, blah, blah. When I showed that to Marsha White Sharpie, since she's, a retired nurse, she was like, that doesn't even make sense. Okay, Smalls put it all together in a video because I needed to show receipts because she was pegging me as such a liar. Marissa's such a liar. I was not in there. I was not in there. Bitch, you were fucking in there. Stop lying. Just stop fucking lying. That's what gets me fucking crazy. Is just fucking tell the truth. Nobody fucking cares. But for her to say that she had a right to be there, not because she's stalker obsessed with me, obsessed to no fucking end. And you know what? Hey, whatever. Do your fucking thing, girl. Do your fucking thing. You got a fucking shrine of me? Do your fucking thing. But stop lying. No one would have brought up the fucking Patreon shit unless she did it. And her whole little blind following would have legit been like, yeah, they come up, we believe you. No, you're a fucking liar. Look at the way that they treated him. Look at the way that they coddle him. Look at the way that they stick up for her. But I'm the liar that always has to prove that I'm innocent, and I always have to prove this person being the liar. That I have to prove that I'm telling the truth. That's not right. That's not right. And that just doesn't only go for Leona. That goes for everything. And I hate being in that position. When I talked to Diane yesterday for an hour, Diane said, I just couldn't believe that she made up an entire persona and then came back with that Kathy account and left a comment. This is what Diane said. She left a comment on my thing saying, I'm the Kathy. She goes, over a month later, that got thrown out of Molly Golightly's chat. She kept pushing it to make people believe her. So now you gotta wonder, how much is she lying about? And I guess
she opens her mouth, she's lying.
Carla, that's how she conjured up that girl. Christina is my name. That girl that got that channel that kept calling her out. She used to make all these videos that were like contradictive to what Make a Mobster was saying about like her channel. Make a Mobster, fact, has not made one positive video in her whole existence. She has not done one good thing in her entire life. And on YouTube, it's just a path of destruction. So this girl, Christina, I don't know her. She's not my friend. She's not my friend. She came on my panel once. Do you think that I know? She's got more information than me. Christina doesn't come to me for information. I don't know shit. I know just as much as everybody else, and it's what everybody else is saying. So remember, she confided into Mems at one point. She confided into Mandy at one point. She confided into Laura, John, all these different people that she's been friends, figure skating coach, Diane, all these different people. So now that some people it's not sitting well with them, that this girl is kind of like a liar. People don't like being lied to. And you want to know something? When I get lied to, like, Kim Lowry did, I get very reactive, and it shows. I get very, very, very reactive because I'm just like, dude, I don't like what you're fucking doing. And I've said that shit, I've said it to this community a zillion times about Laura. I'm like, you guys keep allowing her behavior to go off. And I was listening to Jenna Moon earlier, and she said, she goes, I didn't give this a donation to her because I knew she wasn't going to get a lawyer. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way she was going to retain a lawyer.
Oh, and didn't she say on her live last night, doesn't Diane always say, it's my money, I can do with what I want? I just said everything I needed to know about that friggin' lawyer. She's not going to, she never got a lawyer. I don't care what anyone says. I will not believe it unless I see
people want to give her
paper where she shows everybody that she has a lawyer.
Carla, if that's what if people have chosen to accept,
well, they all have.
If they have chosen to accept Laura's word at any sort of value and think that they have found a friend in her, many people have been disappointed. Look what she did to Tawanda. Look what she did to
She's done it to every single one that's left her Patreon. Don't tell me different. Like she doesn't care.
I know.
This is how loyal a friend. This is what kind of friend you will have if you have Laura. As soon as you cross her, she's gonna drag you to.
You don't need to cross her. You don't need to cross her. I had a woman. Do you guys know who Juju Positive is?
No.
Okay. She's got a Patreon called Juju Positive. And she started coming over to my D Live when I took that break. Laura turned it around as if I was scared off of YouTube. Hell no, I wasn't scared off of YouTube. I was having a friggin' fabulous time over at D Live. So anyway, Positive Juju ended up being one of my highest donors. And Laura found that out. And Juju Positive had reached out to me and said, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And I said, what? She goes, the reason I came over to you is because I hadn't been on Laura's Patreon for personal reasons for like weeks and weeks. And when I came back and checked, there was pictures of me up there and Laura saying that I was ugly. She was like, and I was paying for that. And she was calling me ugly. And I was like, oh my God. So all of a sudden, I noticed that Juju Positive is still on my Facebook and is totally like not even stopping by D Live and doesn't say anything to me on Facebook at all. And all of a sudden, I go into Laura's chat and I see Juju Positive with a wrench. which means Laura and Juju Positive made up. So I was like, fuck this fake ass bitch. You don't get to be, friends with fucking me. So you could spy on me for fucking Laura. And I blocked her and I told her, you're a fucking fake ass bitch. You
if I might say,
bitch. You turn your back on
if
Laura.
I could interject for just a second to kind of bring this back to where it originally started. I go into a lot of people's chats, including yours, Molly, and I see people that have done so much damage, hateful, horrendous damage to people like Carla, and they're holding wrenches in your chat.
Like who?
You tell me.
I have no idea.
You know. Yeah,
right.
You do.
Misdemeanor. Let me tell you something. If you think that I retain all this information that goes on in this friggin' zoo, I'm pretty sure that Mary, she's putting laughing emojis. I don't remember shit. I don't know anything. Listen, for all I know is they were saying that Carla's was being called Chucky. At first I didn't get it. And then they were like, oh, it's Chucky doll. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So number one, honestly, the people that have wrenches on my channel are people that have been either are in my Patreon or they've just been pretty loyal to me. I don't go to Laura's shit all the time. I don't go to Carla's all the time. If you know what? Yesterday when she was live, I happened to see it. I gave it a thumbs up and I left. That was it. I was tired. I can't micromanage.
And I can accept. I don't care if people I
don't even know who she's talking about. I
don't either. But I'm just saying, sometimes if
and giving me an ultimatum is not going to work. It's just not going to work.
Who's giving you an ultimatum?
What ultimatum did I give you?
You didn't give me an ultimatum, but you were alluding.
Oh, but you just said I did. But you just said I did.
I didn't.
Giving me an ultimatum is exactly what you said.
You alluded to some sort of ultimatum.
No, I didn't allude to an ultimatum.
And I asked you where they are, and you said you're not going to tell me.
You were complaining about people who were in other people's chats who you had issues with that were holding wrenches. Were you giving them ultimatums too?
I don't know who they are. Is it Marianne?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Ash?
No.
Is it 180?
I'm not. No.
So it was a Patreon.
I'm not. I'm not naming names. I'm not.
I'm not a mind reader, and I don't see everything. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't.
Well,
see everything.
Just saying.
I don't know what you're saying. You just told me that you're not going to tell me. You're saying that I have people that have wrenches on my channel that have been mean to Carla in the past. I don't know who those are. Who, Brian St. John?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I think that I'm one of the only bigger creators that have stuck by Carla consistently. When Carla actually sat on her channel and said, I can't believe, you're actually really, really nice and what I've been missing out on. Because I was told by Laura for so long that you were like the Antichrist. And I didn't care. I didn't care when she said, I was like, yeah.
And how am I the Antichrist?
No, remember when Laura was telling you guys that I was the Antichrist? Remember when you told me that? Do you remember when I came on your panel for the first time?
Yeah, I do. I do, actually.
Thank you for coming up here. Laura had us, she goes, I went over to your channel, I had so much fun. You said Laura is the one that had us all believing that you were like the Antichrist.
Okay, K Mello says, please ask Molly if she talked about having a fake suicide 10 months ago. Would you remember? Would you remember, Carla and crew? Would I remember? No. I don't know what that point is of saying that. What? No, of course I wouldn't. Are you saying that? I don't understand what that means.
I don't either. When I was a Patreon for 1 month, $20, it just wasn't for me. I didn't like the updates. When I saw the whole thing of mandatory meeting or should getting thrown out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I mean, that was just like number one, red flag number one. And then the shit that she pulled with Jomana with having, people listening in, as a perk. I don't think that's right. And I stood up for that, and I still stand up for that. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right to be sneaky. I trust a thief before I trust a sneak. At least you know a thief's going to steal from you.
Well, my eyes were opened a lot because I had no idea that Laura had because I was never privy to any secret chats when I was a Patreon. I wasn't good enough. I don't think Laura ever liked me, to be honest with you. I think she disliked me from the beginning. And so I was never a wrench in her chat. She never promoted my channel. She said she built my channel. She never promoted my channel. She never did anything for me. So if I'm the Antichrist, what is she?
No, she said that I was, not you.
And
don't you remember? You told me that.
Yeah. But she said a lot of people were. She turned me against so many people. It wasn't even funny. Like, I mean, I didn't even know these people, and I didn't like them because they were on the other side, as she would put it. And she would say to me, why should I support your channel when you have people in your chat that are actively trying to take me down? With Laura, she does such shady shit that she thinks everybody's doing the same shit she does.
She's a wounded little one. She's never going to be the same.
I think she's evil.
She's a lot of things, all wrapped into one. And
I mean, that phone call showed me she was trying to play the victim and make everybody else in this community feel bad for her, so that they would leave her alone. But she's a lot. If I went through her live, or just went looking at the titles on all her lives, like last night, I mean, it's just ridiculous how vile all of her lives are titled. Like all of them.
With bitch.
Not just a few.
Bitch.
Yeah. They're just.
I'd be afraid to pull that. I'd be afraid. She don't care. I don't know. I feel like.
And that's why people are afraid to leave her Patreon, Molly. A lot of people are. I was afraid to leave her because I had it in my head that as soon as I left that Patreon, I was going to get dragged, and I was so fucking right.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Did I say? And I still supported her after that. And the only thing I had said about the Patreon, and it wasn't her Patreon, I just said Patreon wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And that turned into I was trashing her Patreon. No, I said Patreon was not for me because I had a bad experience with it. And she turned that into I was trashing her, her income. And I don't care. You can go back, and all my lives are up. So, anybody can go back and check if they think I'm lying, because everybody's a liar but her, right? Nobody else lies.
She calls me a liar all the time. She still hasn't called me one.
She doesn't lie.
It's almost 2 years. 2 years. She goes, Marissa lies like a rug. Yeah, well, catch me in one. Nope. Yeah. I've been more than transparent on here, and that's been one of my downfalls.
And even if you look, you are in a bad light. Like I was in a bad light when I let someone listen to a phone call in her, but I owned it. Apologized. I lied about it. I admitted I lied about it. But I'm moving on from that, and I am going to. I'm not going to keep apologizing for it. I did it. I owned it. I apologized for it. I hurt some people, and for that I'm sorry. Some really good people, because there was a lot of people in her Patreon and Discord that I really liked. Misdemeanor was one of them. So, and a lot come in here now. Right. And so I will never be sorry about that because I met some really good people. But I'm not going to keep apologizing for something I did. Yeah, was it wrong? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. But here's the thing. I never recorded that call. I let someone listen in, but I never recorded it. I never played it for anyone. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to come up and say hello and just tell you guys that I'm not going to entertain all this crap over there. With this,
but Molly, have you learned?
Worse. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. Watch.
But have you learned not to trust her? Like I'm just.
Ago, yeah.
Yeah. Because I would never talk to her privately. I would never have a phone conversation with her. I would never have a private message with her because here's the thing. She's lost. If I had any kind of respect for her, a modicum of respect, I've lost all of it after what I heard last night and the last couple of days, actually.
You're right.
So,
But this is what she wants. I don't know if there's just something wrong with her or if she really likes the attention. But what she said to Carla about Carla was completely and totally wrong, and she upset everyone. She upset everyone.
But you know, and she allowed in her side chat those people to come after me over and over and over again. She couldn't let it go. She just had to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. And people supported her. And you know what? I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything. I didn't come out. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts when she lies about you, saying you're a 70-year-old or an 80-year-old woman and you're this and you're that. Fuck off, Laura.
But it's also, you know, but coming after someone's age is like so infantile. Like if I make it to 70, I'd be eternally grateful. I don't think I'm going to make it to 70. I'm only 45.
Well, the thing is,
already. Shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, with age comes wisdom, and she's still acting like she's in the 8th grade. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, here's how she fights. She fights with love. Look what she's done to Wendy. She's called her fat. She calls her fat. She calls Diane. She calls her a 65-year-old, whatever she calls Diane. She goes after people's, you know, and then when it's done to her, like Randy did the other day, which was funny. I'm sorry, but Randy's was funny. Randy just made it into like a story. I don't know if you watched Randy's. If you haven't watched it, Molly, you have to watch it.
I heard it was awesome.
But she just gave her a little taste of her own medicine.
Are you talking about the hairy tits?
Yes.
I heard it. My face, my mouth dropped to the floor, and I jumped.
She didn't scream and yell and call her maybe she did a little bit. She didn't scream and yell. She made it into a story, and it was funny, and people laughed. Laura, what you did when you came back at her, epic fail. Epic fail. There was no, and then for Heidi to go up on her panel and white knight for her, I'm sorry.
Anyone sticking up for Laura right now is gonna get some major backlash because she like really did offend everyone. She offended everyone. Are you going to tell me that none of us here have been affected by a loved one, a friend, a family member of suicide or struggled with thoughts on their own? That's a very sensitive topic. And that's why it's such a taboo topic because it's so sensitive. And now we hear these things about 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and kids in high school. Like, I'm 45 and I wouldn't even know how to tie a noose. And there's kids successfully hanging themselves at 13.
Here's the thing. She knows I'm bipolar, which entails depression, but she will come after me.
She's a sociopath.
How does she know? How does she know? She's seen me upset on my panel. She don't care. She doesn't give a shit.
She's got every trait of being a sociopath.
How would she feel if I took, a bunch of pills when I got off my panel? How would she feel because of something she said?
Party. Same with me.
I'm not saying I would, and I'm not threatening that or anything. I'm just saying,
a party and make a live about it, or she'd make a collection to send you.
Oh yeah, she'd say, "Oh, she was such a nice, Oh, I never meant anything. It was all a joke." Yeah, sure, Laura. Sorry, not sorry. You are a piece of shit. And that's how I feel about you. And that's how I'm always going to feel about you. And if I had any kind of respect for her, because I was an ex-Patreon, I have lost in this last week, I have lost it all. I say, Robbie. So that's all I had to say, about, how my feelings are about her. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, anybody else that wants to come up on panel can come up.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you remember that talk that we had on the live where it was just you and me talking, and I said, Carla, you're letting this really, really affect you, and I promise you, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get more resilient.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's worked.
Well, I'm
you really have.
right. And here's my thing now, Molly. What's going to hurt me more than anything is if my friends turn on me, not when someone like Laura turns on me, because you know what? You have to respect someone to care about what they say about you.
Right.
If I respect a friend and they say something, that's going to be something different. That's going to hurt. Okay. But if she says something about me or someone I don't know or someone that's just been bashing me over and over again, that's not going to do anything. I have to respect you to care about what you say about me.
Yes, I heard the recording.
Oh.
Sorry, Chet. I've got like AT&T and Dish Network here or whatever because my husband makes the worst deals in the world. I love you, honey. You hear him? So that's why I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. But anyways, yeah. So if anybody wants to come up on panel and talk about anything, that's up to you because
Paula, it's gonna be okay. You want to know why? I mean, for lack of a better phrase, she's got enough rope right now. And I truly mean that. No pun. That she's got enough rope. And the thing is, I don't think Laura is the kind of person that suffers from thoughts of suicide, but she's a very, very selfish person. She's
right.
a very selfish person, and she's a very inconsiderate and insensitive person. Where a lot of us are the opposite. We are sensitive, and we do take other people's feelings into consideration, and we do have a filter, and we are, receptive to people's feelings. And
but here's another thing. You need to own your shit. If you do something wrong, and we're all going to make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to make mistakes. I am going to make mistakes, but you need to own it. And Laura has not learned how to own anything she does. Everything she does is she excuses.
Too many people condoning her behavior.
Even though she has done the same stuff to other people.
She's got too many people condoning her bad behavior. That's really all it is. It's very simple. It's not, as complicated as as people are trying to think that she's like some, conundrum puzzle, to figure out. No, she's very easy to figure out. She's a very selfish, insensitive person. She's a very greedy person. It's all about her. And she thinks that, and the thing is like, I've been told a year ago, she is a professional con woman. She is. And she's very mean. I don't know how she got that way, but if she talks about, her drug addiction in the past, listen, I'm not sitting here judging her on that. Or all my mugshots because I got into a knockout, drag-out fight with my ex over a grueling blah, blah, blah. Okay, that makes you a stronger person, but it shouldn't make you an evil person.
But do you really think Patreon would be happy with the way she treats her ex-Patreons?
You know how many people have reported her Patreon?
Well, it doesn't seem to be working.
You want to know why it's not working?
Why?
She doesn't do the dirty work on Patreon. That's the middleman. That's the hand over fist kind of money. That's where she's collecting the money. It's all done in Discord. If you're on Laura's Discord, then you know what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Is that Laura?
No, it's not, but it's better. I'll call you. I'm going to drop off.
All right. Anybody else want to come? Ems, you want to come up? I did mention Ems only because here's the thing. She's bitching about a phone call, and she's saying it was so vile. It was so vile. Yet she didn't think it was vile when Tiffany Marie aired that phone call between her and Ems. And that's why I mentioned you, Ems, not because I want to drag you into my, my little drama stream here. And it is a drama stream. I'll admit it. But,
Well, I'm going to throw this in here just because it was mentioned at the very last about Patreon. To all of you who are interested in knowing this bit of information, if you go and look at Patreon, if you're going to lodge a complaint against a patron, okay, the person that runs the Patreon, you need very specific facts, okay?
Who is Greta Van Fleet?
No idea.
They're trying to come up on panel. I don't know who they
Oh,
are.
well.
Who's
I don't
Greta
know.
Van Fleet? Do you know who they are?
I don't know
It's
who
probably
it
Brian.
is. I've seen him around before, though. I don't know who it is.
I was
Can you
going to
show
say
me
it's
who you
probably
are?
Brian.
No, it's
No,
not me.
Brian's
Oh,
up.
Greta's
Brian's
good.
up
Greta's
here.
good. Greta's good.
You know
Listen,
who Greta
but
is? Okay. All right.
take the time to go look at Patreon, look at complaints, go under complaints, look at what is required of the person who is complaining. If you have facts, if you have video, they request video with timestamps, screenshots, whatever. It is not the fact that they are the middleman. Trust me, they are a branded company. If someone is out there ruining their brand, they will be interested. Okay?
So, Ems,
Put
I
that in your
apologize for
chat.
bringing your name up, but I just thought I was upset because Laura said that it was vile that people aired her phone call, yet she didn't
You
think it
don't
was.
have to apologize.
They didn't think it was
Carla.
vile when they played
I
your
don't know.
phone call, which I thought was.
I don't know if you know this or not, but when I first came on YouTube and I was not aware of how it worked, and doxing was like the worst thing ever, it scared the shit out of me. I spoke with her on the phone once, and she played my phone call for everyone, all of her friends. Here, I didn't know that's what people were doing. So I shared very personal things. And then later on, some of the ex-Patreons said, hey, we know this, this, and this about you because Laura played your phone call. So don't let her try to make you feel all bad for that when she's doing the same thing.
Right. Right. And that's
To
the thing.
anyone who asked me to name names, first of all, I have no proof in my hand. Okay? I have heard and I have seen consequential things that have happened in a rapid series of events. Okay, there's just people, that, and I've sat back for almost a year with my mouth shut watching. Okay? I have connected my own dots. All I'm asking you guys to do is connect your own. It's up to everybody to be a grown up and stop being spoon fed and go and watch and listen.
Well,
and when you tell somebody something and all of a sudden it's all over the internet and your
You're
stuff's
gonna
being
know.
drug out, then you'll know.
Right.
Please be careful with information that you give to people that you think are your friends. Guys, this is the freaking internet. You can't even trust people you know in public. What makes you think that you can trust people on the internet all the time, always?
I would agree
And
with that at this point.
You have
Come
to
on.
keep your circle so small, and you have to be so careful who you say what to. And I've learned that the hard way because your information can be plastered out there anytime, no matter what you say, even if it's nothing that you think is nothing. Be careful. Be careful. Even phone calls. Did I ever expect my phone call with two other people to be recorded? I just, because I wouldn't do it, I don't expect anyone else to do it. That's wrong. I've learned.
Turquoise, people are hush hush about a lot of people on here because they know who the damage doers actually are. Look, they're tools for Laura, okay, because Laura's lazy, like I said. And so she goes to these people, and like everybody's heard in the past week, well, she was trying to get information on me. Well, who are the people she went to get that information? Ask yourself that. Seriously, do the homework, connect your own dots. Because these are the questions I've asked myself for a long time. And some answers I've found, some answers, the jury's still out.
Greta, hon, your camera is on. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, it's on. I can't. We can only see your.
I was trying to tell her to hit the.
Listen,
I can't really see you.
True helper.
Wow.
True helper. Brian is a liar from hell. I don't spoon feed him. I spoon him to get him to go to sleep.
Yes.
I only spoon feed you, sweetie. Don't ever let him tell you that. And he's trying to make you jealous.
True helper's trying to be a cock blocker right now. See how that works?
See.
Oh, I know what
I
that
love
is
you.
from the Jodi Arias trial, or when Jodi Arias was in prison. Cock blocker. I know what that is.
A cock blocker, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
I was
Camilla.
feeling- I was
Exactly.
feeling- I was
Brian,
feeling with it.
I need to talk to you about a little bit about Wendy's last video, because that was months ago, and I don't know why she's dredging it up now, because I have absolutely no problem with you now. So that I just want to put it out there for all of you people out there thinking that, I'm two-faced. Brian knows everything I've said about him. So
You know what?
okay.
Hey, Allie, the people who get weird vibes, that's fine. I have no problem with that. The people who are hearing what I'm saying and they're like, yeah, she's making a point. I do need to do my homework. That's who I want to hear it. Okay? The people that get weird vibes and think that I'm crazy, that's fine. Go think that. Okay?
Greta, hun, if you're trying to leave at the very bottom, you're gonna
Oh my
see.
God.
You're gonna see like
You'll see a
my
video.
God, I am never doing this again. What the fuck did I do?
Well, can you
It's all
turn your
right,
camera?
Greta.
Can you turn your
Jesus
camera around?
Christ,
You can just turn your
Joseph.
camera off of you if you don't
Can you
want
turn
to.
your camera off?
No, I
Hang
can't
on.
get out of here.
There's a little red X to the
I'll let
right hand
you guys
side.
sort this.
God.
I have to jump
Come up.
off.
You have options to enable. Okay, your camera's
There
off.
we go.
now.
No, I
There
think
you go.
There we go.
Your camera's off, hon.
Mikey, I gotta hop off, guys. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I have to get up at 5:30.
Okay.
Love you, Miss Murder.
For the
Yeah.
Chad Daybell affidavit and the game. And
All right.
we've
Okay,
been talking for
4:30 Eastern
hours.
time.
Something on
4:30 Eastern time game at
yeah,
Miss Murder's. Be there or be square.
Yeah.
3:30 Eastern, Chad Daybell affidavit. 4:30 Eastern, come play a game with us.
Hey, St.
Dear
Papa
Lord.
says, Carlin misdemeanor. Y'all have treated me better than some so-called friends have in over a year. Well, I'm glad,
Because we love
because
you.
that's what I want to do. I want to treat people with respect. Even people that I've had problems with, like if you can get past that if you're. Does Greta want to come up? I don't know.
Can I tell you guys a story about two tacos?
Please do. Please do.
Yeah.
Before I knew who she was, keep this in mind, all of a sudden I see this lady in a chat saying that she was going to put a hex on Makeup Mobster, and I'm like, who is this witchy lady? And why is she saying this stuff? Well, now I know she legit practices this kind of stuff. I had no idea back then. So two tacos, I apologize. I didn't realize you were like legit into this stuff.
You know what that just reminded
I
me
thought you
of?
were just some weirdo.
Oh yeah, she's into it.
And y'all don't shame me
Yeah, I know
about it
now.
because, to hell with you. I am a Nickelback fan, whatever. Don't judge. Okay, don't judge. But the little song, The Wicked Witch of the West, every time I hear that now, I'm going to think about Taco. It's a dirty little song, too.
Can someone post her link, and plus send out prayers, because her other half, I will say her other half, is very sick. So we could send up prayers for her, and maybe post her link in the chat. And there's Brian. I'm going to have to tie him down because he keeps jumping off.
I don't know. Was my internet's acting up?
Oh, mine did the other day. I actually left the whole stream, and Miss Murder and Misdemeanor had to. I told them to stay up because I could only go on my phone.
The drilling that you're hearing is not actually sexually related. Just a disclaimer.
Bringing up her name without asking her permission, because I just wanted to show the hypocrisy of how it's okay for certain people to be, to have their personal phone calls put out there, but it's not okay when it's Laura. Because I remember them putting a whole phone call with Tiffany Marie. I'm calling her out. I'm sorry. But put out a whole phone call between her and Ems. And that was.
But it's different when certain
Ash.
people do certain things, and it's
No, we
different.
have a whole new topic for the week. No, we have a new fight, a whole new fight going on now. It's going to go on all week. There will be dragging. It will be intense. Ash, Nickelback is a fucking badass group.
Yes.
Say it.
Nickelback is good.
They
Thank
are
you.
good. Nickelback is
I love
oh,
Nickelback.
man. That song "Far Away" kept us together because she lived in Seattle and I lived down here. And when we first got together, and that was the song that Our first date was a Nickelback concert.
Come on up, tacos.
Jason, the AT&T guy, came over to my house to screw this morning. Just saying.
Oh my God.
Can put it out there.
So
Just saying.
He came to show you his cable.
Hims was about to say, was that good? Is it
No,
good?
I just want to make a statement really quick about that phone call. There was one part in there that really kind of has me at a loss of words this morning. You guys are parents. Could you imagine having a 15-year-old child and thinking about bringing them in on a fake suicide plan and having them put something on Facebook to help push this false narrative just to make people feel bad? Think about that for a minute.
I tell you, Ems, when she showed footage of the first CPS call, when she showed them talking to the police, later on, you can hear a child say, "We're going to make a bunch of money off of this."
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. You can hear her on the audio say, oh, we're going to make money.
So the
I nearly
scamming,
threw up.
the scamming and the deviant behavior that she shows us here on YouTube is trickled down until to the youth there in her home.
Well, if I had any respect for her, I've absolutely lost all after hearing that phone call. Absolutely.
Yeah, and sadly,
Yo, that's lit. Crazy shit ever.
Smokey.
I don't know. He's up in the attic, Rhonda. I can't tell yet. But
Smokey,
y'all want me
my
to video
ninja.
it? I'm kidding.
Not
I
to
would not
talk
do that.
about children,
Hey.
but you guys, they have to hear her every day. I mean, it's not a big house. They have to hear what's
Oh my
happening.
God, we should talk about people.
Yeah, Ems, and it's already been established, but that they know that the drama is for money, and that's it's instilled into them because they're making comments like, "We're going to make a bunch of money off of this."
Right.
Rosewater. I want to plug
it's
Rosewater
sad.
for just a second. Everybody, please go sub to Rosewater. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's got a good channel. Someone can post that in here. I'd appreciate Remy. You're my girl for posting things. Thanks.
Carla, I'm gonna need a PSA on your comment page, and we need to start blocking people who don't like Nickelback. Just saying.
Oh Lord.
Hey, do you know how they got? hey, misdemeanor. Do you know how they got that name Nickelback?
No, I don't.
They used to work for Starbucks. Chad Kroger and his brother used to work for Starbucks, and the people would come in to get the medium latte. It's $4.95, and they would say, "Hey, here's your Nickelback."
Wow.
With the $5.
Wow.
Is that true?
That is true. They used to work at Starbucks. Him and his brother, Chad Kroger and his brother. I think his brother plays the drums. I could be wrong, but he's in the band. And they used to work for. They come from Canada. Hannah. They come from Canada and they worked at Starbucks. And that's how they got it.
They only have that one song, right?
Oh no, they've got Far Away, Side of the Bullet. If anyone cares, they got so many. And they also, if you see them in concert, they do Elton John songs. They do Saturday Nights Alright Fighting.
Let me tell you, the funniest was when we were on our little group at night when we just get on and we act stupid and we talk crazy shit about our lives and stuff. I won't say who, but someone sent a video because she's the go find videos on crazy shit mistress. And she does this one. Oh my God, I wish we could show it. It's the Photograph song, right? And y'all know that humongous guy, tatted up, black guy, and he's sitting on the side of the bed and everything is exposed, right? Right. And so they've superimposed that picture of that porn guy on the photograph at the beginning of the video, and it's saying, "Look at this photograph." Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
Yeah, they got a meme out there where he's holding the picture frame up, and it says, "Look at this photograph," and you can put anything
and it's that
in the photograph. Yeah,
it's so funny. I cried.
But when
making fun of my group.
When we
yes, you can, K Mello. You can post a link.
I got kicked out of a Nickelback concert.
How do you get kicked out of a Nickelback concert, man?
You have to be a
long story.
I think I heard you say that before. I think I heard you talk about it before.
I got kicked out of a Counting Crows
She can't
concert
post unless
too.
she's a mod. I don't know
So what do you
how.
say?
I can. I
yeah,
see her.
hey, I tell you, there's a good thing about it though, BSJ. Just saying, if you're a single man, go to the Nickelback show. I promise.
Yeah, that's how
It is,
that's me and Nicole's band. That's one of the things that brought us together was Nickelback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe that because it is like, whoa. But
I have to
didn't
admit,
one of the guitarists or the bassist or something, didn't they turn into like a big time douchebag or something?
Who's that? Nickelback?
Yeah, or is that Three Doors Down did that? One of them turned into something crazy.
It might have been Three Doors Down, yeah. But Nickelback, he went on. Chad Kroeger went on to marry Avril Lavigne, and everybody kind of dissed him for that.
Avril
see,
Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, I
Carla,
was
I
mad
gotta
at her.
hop down. My husband is just getting home. We're gonna go golfing.
Okay,
Okay, love
hon.
you.
Dang it,
Have
Em.
fun.
Love you, Em.
Kick his ass, Ems. Kick his ass.
Hey,
Go wear it out.
I beat him now, so
Yay! Good, you go, girl.
I'll be in chat
girl.
for a little bit
You
while I
go,
get ready.
girl.
hey,
Okay, baby.
Jason, I'm glad Nickelback came into our life because it brought me to the woman of my dreams, brother.
Damn right.
Yeah.
No, it's not Three Doors Down. You were thinking of Creed. I
Oh,
don't know
Creed, yeah, Scott
Ian.
Stapp.
They talking about Scott Ian.
It's okay,
Yeah, Scott
Rosewater.
Stapp. His name is Scott Stapp, and if you read the story,
Jason's coming up.
Whatever.
Scott Stapp at Denny's. Read the story at Scott
Uh-oh.
Stapp
Jason
at
doesn't
Denny's.
like Nickelback.
Read the
Jason?
story of Kid Rock. and
Jason.
that dude on a
Jason?
tour bus.
Doesn't like Nickelback.
Jason, I'm going to tell you this.
Probably
I'm going to tell you
because I
this
like
once.
women.
There
I
are
tell you what.
songs from Nickelback that,
I
as
tell
Laura
you.
would say, make women wet.
They
It's
do.
not her.
And
It's
when I-
Oh,
Nickelback.
Rhonda says Nickelback is as good as Milli Vanilli.
When I saw
Shut up,
Nickelback,
Rhonda.
when I saw them in Tacoma, Washington, they broke out in the middle of their concert and did Ozzy's Crazy Train better than Ozzy ever did. They did.
That's
And
blasphemous.
then they did Saturday Nights for Right for Fighting with the Elton John tune after that, and they rocked it out. They have great shows.
Aerosmith. Now, I will say that I don't care how old Steven Tyler is, he will always be on my hall pass list. I don't just have one. I have like a list. Just
Oh my God. She has a different one every day. Okay. I think Denzel
He's like
Washington
a girl,
is the
dude.
sexiest man in the world. I really do. I think Denzel Washington
Denzel.
is a honk. I've
Yeah.
always had this crush on him.
What was that movie? There was a movie that Steven Tyler was in with Sylvester Stallone, and I kind of forget the name of the movie, but he was talking to some girl. Steven Tyler was talking.
St. Tacos doesn't like Nickelback either. Get up here, St. Tacos.
Steven Tyler was
Defend
talking
yourself.
to this. Steven Tyler was talking to this girl, and he told her, he said, "I like how your legs come up and make an ass out of themselves."
God.
And his daughter, Liv Tyler, found out that he was actually her dad at a concert when the mother, Baby Buell, said, "That's your dad." She had always thought that
Remy, are you still in here?
Mick Jagger was her dad.
On. Remy, can you post St.
Yes, I did
Tacos
watch
link?
it. I emailed you back, Jason. I've not sent the nudie pics yet, but they're coming. Give it a minute.
Oh,
Raven.
Smokey's still here? Smokey's still here? Can he hear me?
Smokey just woke up, so he's probably
Miss Murder is
Smokey's still
Miss
here.
Murder is
Smokey's
having a
putting
game thing at 4:30 today called
4:30 Eastern.
Yeah, 4:30 Eastern. It's
Eastern.
going to be, what is it? Name that. What is it? Like,
Name that TV show tune.
Name that TV show tune or something. She's going to play a
that's
cool.
tune
that's
from a
good.
TV show, and you got to guess the TV show it comes from.
See, Rosewater, this
As
is
long
why
as
I love
don't get
her.
into my body.
Rosewater is brilliant. She loves Nickelback. Just saying.
They're from Alberta.
Yeah, Nickelback is one of those bands you either love them or you hate them. There's just no halfway.
I hate them.
Yeah, you're either a music
I like
connoisseur or you're
them.
crazy.
I like them too.
I do. I think they're good.
I like their
Lenny
tribute.
Kravitz.
I like their tribute to
And his
Dimebag Darrell.
daughter. She said
Remember-
she doesn't ask too much.
Remember,
Now, that's pretty cool.
You remember Dimebag Darrell from Pantera?
Do I? Do
Yeah.
I?
No, I don't.
Nickelback wrote a song in his honor. It's called "Side of a Bullet." And once you listen to that song, "Side of a Bullet," you'll have a new respect for Nickelback. Trust me.
You ought to watch some footage where Dimebag Darrell got killed.
Yeah, that happened here
Wow.
in Columbus,
Saint
Ohio.
Taco.
They happened
I
to
must
come up
admit,
to when the guy
Thank you,
jumped on the
Eagle.
stage and killed him.
Lenny Kravitz is on my hall pass list as well.
Ooh, Lenny
Yes, he
Kravitz.
is.
Just let's
Yeah,
talk
Lenny
about her hall
Kravitz
pass
is
list.
he's
He's
hot.
sexy.
He is
Lenny
hot.
Kravitz wants to know if you're going to go his way.
I will. I will.
You know,
Okay,
He doesn't
okay,
even have to
here's the
ask.
thing. And this is right across the board. Who's the sexiest man on YouTube?
the sexiest man on YouTube.
Yes.
God.
Mr.
And
Beast.
right across the board. It doesn't have to be in this community, any community.
Well, the girls seem to like
Any.
J Mac. The girls seem to like J Mac, the young guy.
Yeah, they do like him, don't they?
He's too young, though. He's young enough to be my
He is a
son.
pretty motherfucker, though, for sure.
He is
Pretty
nice. He's
He
nice
is.
to look at. He is
I-
nice to
I
look. He's
think,
easy on the
yeah.
eyes. I
Yeah.
think Jason's pretty good looking. Jason Love.
Okay.
He's in
Y'all
our
don't
chat.
tell anybody.
He's not bad
Don't tell
looking.
anybody.
I don't
but
want it
I
to
think
go to his
Jason.
head. I really don't want it to go to his head because, you know, and I think Smokey's good looking. I think Brian's good looking.
Yeah.
Why, thank you.
But
Got a
I
lot of
mean,
good-looking men.
overall, the best would do your make you your hall pass. Give your hall pass.
Would be J Mac.
Yeah.
I'd go to jail for that.
See, he's too young
would.
for me.
It don't matter.
I don't have that
No.
boundary.
You mean you're going to take him home?
No.
Even
Jared,
when I
Right,
got-
right. Hey,
Even when I got into an argument with J Mac, I said, "You pretty motherfucker."
right. We're gonna have a Brian and Misdemeanor are pedos videos in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How's
Hey,
your daughter's
Hi,
how's your wife?
Monkey. Where have you been, sweetheart?
is she in here? I don't
Yes.
Hey,
She
Monkey.
said, "Good morning."
Who's Ray
I can't
Chandler?
see
I don't know who Ray Chandler is.
Um,
Chandra. Ria
know.
Chandra.
Oh, Rachella. They've been around. I don't
Ray
know.
Chandra. RHEA space CHANDRA.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Mello.
Tell them
You
to
can't
show
let
you.
someone out that
Eddie
doesn't
better,
show me
yeah.
who they are.
Yeah. You got to show a face backstage, and then she'll let you go up.
Yeah, they won't show me. Okay, they're showing me a
Sorry,
face.
I do not have a mullet. I just have
Okay.
long hair.
Hello. Oh, she turned off. She turned off her camera. Hello.
She turned that shit off.
The camera's on again. Camera's on.
Oh, the prettiest woman in this community. I really think Science Girl is absolutely gorgeous.
She's done. Oh,
I
Hi,
would make
Ray.
out with her voice.
I know.
What did Rhonda say? I'm gonna go look. You know I'm gonna go look. Don't delete it.
Hi, monkey.
Uh-oh, someone hopped off.
Did you see them shooting last night over that George Floyd comment?
Yeah,
Monkey.
I watched that. Yeah, people don't
What
like
happened?
it. People. Somebody made
Monkey,
it.
can you tell me? I know you're a member over at Laura's. Can you tell me?
I ain't a member over at that motherfucker.
Oh no.
No, not you, Smokey. Monkey.
Oh,
Monkey, I know you.
Well,
I know
there's
you
one
are.
quick way to find out where their alliances are.
No,
I'm
I
just-
always ask. I always give people
Yeah,
a
right.
chance to talk to me why they feel the need to support her, because I really think there's something. I
I'll tell
definitely
you
think
why
there's
I used to
something
go
wrong
over
with
there when I
her.
got off work.
Why is Jen mad at
That's
me?
the reason why I go over there. I wanted to talk.
Who's mad at you?
You know,
Hey, Taco said Jen's mad at me.
Well,
Okay, what, Smokey?
I used to go over there when I got off work to try to see, like what the funniest, like most
you quit?
outrageous, outlandish
Come on, I'm up.
shit she ever said.
Monkey, come up.
But then that shit
I
was
want
just
Monkey to
too
come up.
much.
Yeah, Smokey doesn't drink purple Kool-Aid.
I
no.
really want
No,
Monkey
bro.
to come up.
He would if
I
you put a
just-
shot of whiskey in there, though, but he don't drink it right now.
Hey, there was
Johnny
peanut butter
Stevens is
whiskey on
another
the-
of my
on
future
last night.
ex-husband, singer of highly respect. Johnny Stevens.
Trying to think of
Is
who
one
that
You ever
of-
had any peanut
another
butter
one
whiskey?
of my future ex-husbands. I love that. I love that.
I tell you what,
I love
though,
that.
Saint Taco, Alicia is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah,
Science Girl was the prettiest one. Oh my God. St.
agree that
Taco's
time.
fiance or wife is gorgeous.
I
mean,
know she
she's
is.
like
Yeah.
drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I know she is.
Like if she made a channel and showed herself, she'd have like 2,000 subs like that because
Yeah.
she's
Right.
that beautiful.
I don't want to be in the drama mode.
Okay. Okay, Monkey. That's fine.
It happens though.
Hey, I don't know if y'all have already covered it though. What you think about that from last night?
Oh,
people are
well, we
very
kind of
touchy
ranted
about
about it earlier.
the George Floyd
I
drug.
thought it was disgusting.
Which one?
I think
Are you talking
crazy
about the
shit was
Laura
when
thing? Are you
Mhm,
talking about the
mhm,
Laura
mhm.
thing? Taking
No, he's
suicide?
talking about in his neighborhood. Somebody made a bad
Ash.
comment about George Floyd, and it ended up being
Oh, really?
gunshot.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Ash 274. Anything you
filmed
said about Nickelback is now forgiven because of Dwight Yoakam. Just gonna put it out there.
I'm telling you, go look at Side of a
I
Bull.
miss her.
They wrote
Those
Side
are
of a
some
Bull.
legs. Jesus, those are some.
Do what, ESJ?
Whew.
About what?
You hear me?
Yeah, I heard you now.
What'd you say?
I wanted to know what you wanted us to answer, like about what? What do we think about what?
Well, I think the most outrageous shit is that she was going to bring that 14 or 15-year-old to make a fucking post where all her friends and everybody could see it to incorporate her story.
Yeah,
I think that's crazy.
Well, and the thing is, just before that was released, she was giving Diane hell about saying she brought her daughter into it. God, Diane would never do that, first of all.
No,
But for her that she
Well,
actually
God,
wanted her daughter, I don't know how that could affect a kid, like especially a 15. Well, she was 14 at the time. How that could affect her brain?
Her kids are the same age as mine.
You're implanting deviant thoughts into your child that will carry into their adulthood.
I do, Monkey. I do.
I think it's safe to say after what I heard last night, this is straight up. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I think she's psychotic, bro.
She's a narcissist.
She needs some Thor's.
Yeah. She needs something. I mean, that's like, and then to say, let's see how the community will feel. I'll disappear for 3 days. Of course, the community. See, here's a difference, Laura. We all have hearts. We all have empathy. You don't.
Well, she was just trying to see how fake she could actually be and get away with it.
And for her to go on her panel and not explain herself, saying, I'm not answering any questions, like very arrogant.
Because she
I'm
can't.
not answering any questions about that because it's vile. They took a private conference.
She didn't have her
You had no
plan
problem with airing other people's private conversations. So
whenever you bring up a question to Laura that makes her look really bad, she'll either start cursing you out until you get the fuck out of here, or she'll tell you she's not answering.
Right.
I've seen her do that.
And the reason why she didn't want to address it because she didn't figure out what the fuck she wanted to say yet.
Well, she can't say, well, it was a joke because
she's gonna have to say that. That's the only thing to save face. She's trying to figure something out.
If it was a joke, why were you going to involve your child in that adult joke?
She's gonna say, "I was just fucking around." Is what she's
gonna
say.
Before that, but she denied it. Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. She lied about it being, even mentioned. And then when she found out that there was a recording, then all of a sudden it was vile because someone had a recording. Well, bitch,
Carla,
you don't have a problem with, airing other people's dirty laundry.
When she denying it is when people put up the recording. Right.
Thank God there was that, because you could think, maybe it's not true, but that's right there. You can't.
Hey, whenever it got dropped, I saw Pixie make a comment said, "Boom!"
Yep, mic drop.
Yeah, that was a mic drop moment.
Oh, definitely.
It wasn't really a mic drop moment, but you remember Dave Chappelle where he goes, "Gotcha, bitch." That was that moment.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. I don't know how she might not bounce back from this one.
She got to lose some people. I mean, straight up.
She better not. She better not bounce back. It's up to the community to do that. And I don't know, Brian or Smokey, either one, if y'all heard it earlier, but in comparison to, like, for example, Iraq, okay? We go in, we take out Saddam Hussein. What happened after that?
Another head of the snake up for us.
Yeah. So there's a few heads of snakes out there that have done work for Laura all along. Go do your homework. It's not my job to do it for you. I'm not going to sit here and name names.
Right.
Okay, you go do it yourself.
Well, it's
Okay.
obvious who's doing it, and it's very sad. Right now, it's kind of obvious who's doing that, and it's very sad.
Just say who it is, BSJ, because you know your boy don't know who the fuck you talking about.
You just
No, in private. You're not going to say it on my panel bit.
Yeah.
No, and you need to go do it yourself so that you prove it to yourself.
Right.
That's what I had to do. I didn't go around going, who's doing this?
Go back as far as, well, let's see, a month ago or a month and a half ago, and you'll know. You'll know who was doing her dirty work.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm with you.
I just said I don't want to start anything with anybody by naming names or saying anything that, things were.
Listen, two things I know for sure. A community doesn't change until people start speaking up. That's happened. The other thing is a community doesn't change until they change their own behavior. If you don't start paying attention and accepting accountability for your own actions, where you go, who you associate with, what you say to other people behind the scenes, and who you're saying it to, until you're willing to accept that accountability for yourself, do your own work, then this is just going to all start over with somebody else being another Laura.
I don't know if I don't know if it's possible to be anybody. But Makeup Mobster is following in her footsteps, and I really believe that. I'm not sorry about saying that, but she's just seemed to, they excuse every single thing. Heidi's another one. Heidi, Makeup Mobster, Tiffany Marie, they all excuse everything she does.
I do want to give Makeup Mobster and Tiffany Marie a little bit of credit, because they are at least they're a lot smarter than Heidi. At least Heidi is just ignorant. But yeah, Makeup Mobster is following in Laura's footsteps.
I understand, Eagle.
And it's sad to see.
And prayers to Monkey Mar. Monkey Mar lost her sister.
Oh, I'm sorry, Monkey Mar.
Her sister passed away. So if you guys could send up some prayers for her, she's over all this petty shit. So.
I totally understand.
I'm just saying, I have no respect left for Laura. If I had any at one time, it's out the window. Sorry.
Look how Laura gets people to behave. She gets people to behave for her. The worst comes out in people. Like Tawana, God bless Tawana, but she said that she'd like to walk up to me and shoot me. That was when she was with Laura. And now that she's not with Laura now, I can speak to her.
You can speak to a lot of people that you couldn't speak to when they were with Laura. Serendipity.
Yeah,
serendipity is when you and her were.
As for being able to even conversate with Serendipity at this point is such a relief to me, because I always had faith in her, even though she pissed me off when we went at it. I always had faith in her that she would see through it at some point, and she did.
Right.
She's a very intelligent young lady, and I wouldn't want to cross her, because she knows how she can stand up for herself. But it's good to be able to just say hello to her.
Well, yeah, and you can go into a chat and say hello to people, and that's progress to me.
Yeah.
And we don't have to hate on everybody. Are we going to get along with everybody? It's not possible to get along with everybody in this community. But can we coexist? We can. It's called the block button. You block people that, that you have a problem with.
I had never blocked nobody, but I'm about to start.
Yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of people blocked on my channel, but only people that I personally have been really terrible to me, and troll accounts who I don't know are. And there's a lot of troll accounts on here.
Smokey, run in there and get me a Dr. Pepper and a honey bun, will you, brother? I talked to Carla last night while I was going through Popeye's chicken, and I asked her if she wanted.
Oh my God, God, you got to see this. You got to share that video you posted. That was so freaking funny, Brian.
Oh, you might be able to.
I don't know how to share. Do you know how to share? I don't know how to share. It's so freaking funny.
I'll see if
it's hilarious.
I got a lot of graphics on my phone. I got more graphics on my phone.
Oh my God, he's so funny. It's so funny because, I really needed a laugh last night, and he gave me that. That's for sure.
Brian
I
needs a
am on a
hobby.
diet. I am on a
You
diet.
needed that. I needed that. It was
I
a
am on a
funny
diet,
thing.
Eagle, but I treat myself to a Popeye's chicken sandwich twice a week. Just a sandwich. I don't get anything else with it. I do that. Those
Hey,
chicken
Lanky.
sandwiches are addicting. They're like crack. Not that I would know. I
I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Ba-da-da-da.
I am not a singer.
The world of
Wouldn't
Coke.
Yeah, that was a commercial, right?
Yeah, you remember that?
No,
I
it'd
used
be
to
nice
do
if we
all
could
that.
all get along, but it's not going to be possible in this community, I don't think, ever. But that's okay too. We're all different people.
Smokey missed my cam debut.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
What?
Smokey, misdemeanor went cammed up.
Shit.
And after I saw her cam up, I actually went because I do Facebook, but I'm not there a lot, and but I went and looked at her profile, and I was like, wow. See, as I've
Kinda
talked
She was
about
called
Facebook a couple
she was
times,
called
but
a catfish. Now, does she not look like her picture? Come on,
yeah, she does.
she does look like her picture.
She's cute.
They tried to say she's a catfish.
Yeah, first of all,
Yeah,
married.
she was
Get all the
called-
dick I'll ever need. I don't need to catfish anything.
She
Right, just saying.
like she gives really warm hugs.
Warm hugs. Mm.
Oh, she can yell at you.
I got
She can yell at you good when she's mad. When she's mad, she tells it like it is. She has a little
Tells it like
filter.
it is.
She has a little filter on her, but
Yeah, a lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
do that.
I don't tell everything. I do expect, and you know what? I grew up with probably the woman who wrote the original book on enabling. Okay, which handicapped me most of my life, and I've grown up with addiction in my world, and neither of which I am. And I learned from an early age that if you don't confront things head on, you don't allow people the opportunity for growth.
Especially-
And then there's some things that you have to put the suggestion out there and back off and make people grow up. And
Yep.
that's why I don't mention names in this circumstance. It's time for this community to grow up. Quit if you're addicted to drama, because there's that addiction. Okay, I get it. It's awesome watching train wrecks sometimes. But maybe you need to look at that in yourself, and you also need to look at start holding people accountable for things that they do.
Right.
If I have solid hardcore proof on something, don't think I'm not going to say something about it. I'm going to call it out.
Hell, if people can hold me accountable for shit I didn't do, then they
Right, right.
Well,
people-
and how does that feel, Brian, when they do that?
I don't mind
Exactly.
if somebody's dragging me and it's something that I did, but the lies piss me off so bad. Because it's really hard to defeat a lie. It really is. You can't, unless you have proof that it's a lie. Somebody can say
Right.
whatever they want about you, and other people will just latch right onto that. They go, "Oh, that Brian saying he's a woman abuser." They don't talk to you, nothing. They just run with it. So the lies are.
Yeah, the community does not grow until they look and find out who the liars are, where the lies are coming from, who's digging up information, who's telling people to do that, and then who's actually doing it. Because if they're asking you for information, they're not doing the work themselves. They're going to the people who do it. Okay, so just put the dots together. Be accountable.
I agree with that. Without a doubt.
I'll give you an example.
Don't judge people for. And I've done it. I'm guilty of it. For what people tell you, judge for yourself. Judge for
Hell
yourself.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, make your own decisions. Understand that I'm going to make mine too.
If I'm okay with you and I've never done anything to you, don't judge me for what someone else told you I am. Judge me for what you see with your own eyes. And
understand this. Understand this. Not everybody's going to see the things other people see. If I'm not sitting back in judgment on a whole lot of people who just they don't see it. Okay, but the ones who do, and the ones who know, the ones who have conversations, okay, and they know facts. They know. I don't have those, but I know. Okay, do something about it and help the people out that don't see it. You call it out. If you've got the facts, call it out. I have some facts on some things, and I'm going to be taking care of that pretty quickly. But the rest of it, call it out. There shouldn't be a lot more fear. I understand that there is some fear because you know what? When people start digging in your life or they start making shit up about your life, that's terrifying. We've been through that. I've been through it.
Oh,
And that's why I'm very careful about who I talk to and what I say. You know, I was very careful before things got out that people really thought I was going to be terrified got out. Well, you know what? Okay, get ready. Just saying. What's that? Is that Smokey?
Facts.
No, that's
What are you
me.
doing, Smokey?
That's me.
Yeah, there we
What's
go.
up?
Looks nice
No, that
for
wasn't
you
me
are.
listening. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, it's gonna be like 92 today.
Wow.
I'm gonna go swimming.
Yeah, but you
I'm telling you right
have a
now.
nice swimming pool you can go dive into. We're all going
Hey,
I'm going there
Terry.
right in like probably 20 minutes. I'm getting a sweet tea, a sandwich. Gonna
That's
eat
what
the
I
sandwich
have. I
before
have
I go
sweet
over
tea
there,
right now.
and then I'm going to jump straight in that pool.
Smokey, I have a question
Right
for you.
now.
Oh
It's
I'm
my
very
talking
God, I
important.
want to go to his
too.
pool so bad.
Listen, this is an important question, most important of your life. Is it possible with tea to have too much sugar?
No,
For me,
I don't think
for
so. I
me,
like
for
sweet
not
tea.
many people.
Do what?
My
Not
husband
many
drinks
people.
unsweetened iced tea. It's gross.
I drink it all the time.
Unsweetened?
Would you?
Yeah.
But
Oh
Smokey,
my
but
God, my
Smokey,
husband drinks
is
it.
it?
Gross.
I'm talking just on taste. I'm not talking about anything biological like diabetes or anything like that. But for taste, if you were going to sit down and
Tacos.
it
Thank
is
you.
it
We love you
possible
too, lady.
to have
Tacos
too much
just gave
sugar
me
in tea?
$20. Love you
Carla,
so much.
Carla,
Mean it.
Not for me.
Carla. Thank
What?
you.
I'll throw some shit in there.
Tacos just
Do
gave me
what?
$20. I'm just like she said, I love you, lady.
You're so awesome, Taco.
Yes, she
You're
is.
so awesome.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, it's not possible. I was describing how I make my sweet tea because I make it like 2 gallons at a time
You
because it goes
told me
quick.
that. You told me how you made it before.
Yeah, you freaked
You
out.
put
Like,
freaking 2 cups of sugar in a gallon of iced
yes.
tea.
Yeah,
Good
you want some of my
God.
cobbler? You should see what's in my cobbler.
Oh, I want that. She made cherry cobbler yesterday. I'm like, I'm
So
so
good.
jealous. I'm so
It's
jealous.
so good. And it was like, it was the cherry stuff was like light. You can't tell. I fixed it.
You know what my dessert was last night?
What?
Pancake syrup on toast. Because I wanted
Oh, that
something
sounds
sweet,
good.
and I had nothing sweet in the house.
Do you ever make French toast?
Occasionally, not very often. But
Oh, French toast. I need to
I
make
had
some of that today.
I wanted something sweet last night, and I'm like, what am I gonna have? What am I gonna have? And the only thing sweet I had in my house was pancake syrup. So, oh, where's Smokey?
Is there a different kind of syrup? I'll be a smart
Mine's
ass.
Aunt Jemima, and that's the syrup I
But
use.
that's pancake syrup. But I'm saying, is there a different kind of syrup? Like, is
There's
it
all
or
kinds.
something else?
There's blueberry syrup, strawberry syrup. You can buy all kinds of syrups,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in our grocery store.
The syrups are like whiskeys and wines. There's so many different kinds of them.
Blueberry
I'm
syrup
picking
is
on her.
really good.
No, I was picking
Where
on her
did
because she
Smokey
said
go?
pancake syrup.
He dropped.
He did drop
Because I've
off. He
used-
didn't even say goodbye.
Have you seen the KO syrups?
Yes, I used to only use the
Wow, what's KO
clear
syrup? Wait,
K-
is that like what do you call it?
It's just, they use it for
cane
babies.
sugar syrup.
They use it to feed
Yeah.
babies a lot.
For laxatives to get them
Yeah,
to poop.
laxative. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is that sweet?
Oh, yeah, it's very good. That's the only kind of syrup I used to use on my pancakes was a clear KO syrup.
I
You
never
use it
had
for
it.
pecan pie.
Hey,
pecan
Charlie
pie.
girl. Oh, here comes Smokey. He came up again. Hey, Smoke, what happened?
Oh, Charlie, I'll give it to you. It's very, very simple.
I like
very
grapes.
simple.
What's your favorite sweet breakfast stuff besides
Cherry cobbler.
Okay, French toast is good. French toast is good. Oh my God, I watch these quarantine cooking shows, and this one, Simply Sarah, made this French toast, and she dipped it in corn. I think it was cornflakes.
Yeah.
And oh my God, did it look good?
Well, right now in my oven, I got a real big piece of trout, 8-ounce piece of trout, and I'm making some grits on the stove. So I'm having grits and trout for breakfast.
See, I'm not like
I
a
like
big fan of
French
grits. A lot of
toast and
people
creme
love
brulee.
grits. A lot of people love grits.
Okay, are y'all ready?
Man,
Do y'all have
grits.
something
I
to?
forgot about that.
Do y'all have something to write on?
Who? Me?
Anybody in chat that wants this? It's very, very simple.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna get a pen.
Love you, Rhonda. I'll talk to you later, baby. This comes from a book, from a cookbook, Pirate's Pantry, and it is all the local people from Calcasieu Parish, Louisiana, which is Lake Charles and the surrounding area. And I went and researched it because my daughter and I got in a fight over it. We haven't spoken for 2 years over this fucking cookbook. I'm not even playing. It's not even funny. And actually, I said, I'll get you your own copy. She goes, but I want that edition that year because of the people that gave the recipes that she knows. And so I looked it up. I'm not even kidding you. I found one copy for
Bye,
$400.
Rhonda. Love you, girl.
Okay. Peach cobbler. They listed as peach, but you can use any kind of pie filling. And I just get regular in the can
I have
pie
pie
filling.
filling here, but it's not.
And I've used
cherry.
just about every one of them. Okay, you get a stick of margarine, right?
Wait,
already like
it. Right, right.
Can you use a stick of butter?
Carla.
What?
Yes, you can. Actually, it's better than margarine. Margarine's more flavorful, but whatever.
Because I have butter.
You get a 9x13 baking dish. You put that butter in that baking dish, stick it in a 350-degree oven, and let it melt. And while you're doing that, okay. Cup of flour.
Wait, cup of flour.
Right. Okay. Cup of sugar.
Cup of sugar.
2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Wait. I can't. 2 teaspoons of baking powder?
Yes.
Okay.
3/4 cup water.
Okay.
And a 29 or whatever ounce can of peaches or whatever. They say drained. I don't. I get the pie filling.
I'm just going to say fruit. Okay.
Yeah, but put pie filling because it's got that thick.
Oh, pie filling. Okay.
Yeah, and you can get any kind of fruit.
Pie filling. Okay.
Right. All right. So then you once that butter's melted and you've mixed all that other stuff up, get the you're not mixing the fruit in yet. Don't mix the fruit in.
Okay.
Everything else gets mixed in. Pour that over the butter, kind of zigzag it across, and don't stir it in.
You pour the flour and then the sugar, or what?
You're going to combine the flour, sugar, and baking powder and water. Mix that all together.
Okay.
Then you pour it over the butter, the melted butter. Okay.
Okay.
Don't stir it. Just pour it over evenly. And then get your can of pie filling and do the same thing. Pour it over. Don't stir it. Put it back in there and cook it for an hour at 350. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. At 350 for an hour?
Huh?
1 hour. 350 for 1 hour. Okay.
Yep.
What's that called?
It's called cobbler.
Cobbler. Well, it's cobbler. Whatever.
I didn't know that's what you were talking about. That shit's awesome. You know, I live right outside Georgia, so I get them peaches all the time.
You know, they've been sending me stuff on Facebook. They come over to my area.
I wonder if you could use frozen peaches, or you have to have the cans.
I never have subbed it, Charlie girl. I've never substituted milk for water. I don't know what that would do, to be honest with you. Let me tell you, it's not lacking for a richness. It's very rich. I'm shocked that it's just water.
Sounds good.
It's amazing. Oh God, so good.
That's like my
you gotta get that corner piece.
I just use
pie. My key lime pie is so good. So
shut up about your key lime pie, Remy. I just use cold water.
Pie. It's if you like cheesecake, you would love my key lime pie because it's rich. It's not sweet, but it's rich. Listen,
that's my weakness in life. You know that key lime pie. How dare you use it against me in my weakness?
Of course.
I'm on a diet, a seafood diet. Anything I see, I eat. That's my diet.
Miss Demeanor, you asked about sugar and tea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This right here is diabetes in a cup right here.
There you go. See, I'm just saying. That's how we do our
What's your favorite sweet, though? What's your favorite sweet?
Probably a truffle.
A truffle?
Yeah.
They're good.
Is that chocolate?
Like one of them that erupts in your mouth when you buy them.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Let me know when you make it, Charlie, how it turns out if you like it.
I'm gonna make it today.
Oh, cheesecake is
I
good
am.
too.
I'm gonna make
Damn.
cheesecake is good. I haven't made cheesecake for a while because there's
But
just two of us here.
that one key lime from Galveston, Jesus, I was like fighting people off of it, going, no, you can have a very thin slice. That's all you can have. The rest of it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I almost got arrested over it.
Well,
Okay, not
hey,
really.
I got a science experiment in my refrigerator.
What is it?
Oh
Penicillin?
God! Should we
Yeah.
ask? Should we ask? What is it?
Check it out. I'm gonna show it to you. All right. So I got some bacon because we're talking about breakfast foods.
Right.
Got some bacon about 4 months from my 4 months ago from my mom and my dad. They're like, take it home, don't put it in the freezer, go ahead and eat it. So I put it in the refrigerator because I was gonna go ahead and eat it. So it's been there for.
That's so gross.
Right, it was it.
I'm glad I'm near my sink. I might vomit.
Wait.
Wonder what
Is
it'll be
anybody
like
else?
in another 4 months.
Oh, you left it in your fridge for 4 months?
Yeah, it's been in there for 4
Oh my
months.
God!
You're kind of like my mom.
I wonder how long. What's it gonna look like in another 4 months?
But
You know
you're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
keep it in there for a while?
Yeah, I just ain't figured
Oh
out.
my
Every time I-
God!
What can I ask you? What is the smell when you open that refrigerator door?
It don't stink. Look,
Okay.
It's probably in an airtight container, so
yeah,
you don't smell it.
yeah, I can't smell it at all.
Too.
You're leaving that in your fridge. The bacon stays good for a long time, though. I
Fuck
think.
that. I'm not eating
Not
this
for
shit.
4 months.
There's stuff like growing on it.
You know, don't eat that.
Tell about your mom and what your husband did.
Listen.
What your husband
Okay, so my
did to your
mother,
mom.
she's a depression era kid. Okay, we'll start there, and you know what that implies. You save everything forever. So it's gotten worse over the years.
I'm putting it back.
And it's just unbearable. It's unbearable. It's like she opens the refrigerator door and I just run out the back door. I'm like, fuck no, God, don't open that. So my husband had enough because he throws away things a week before the expiration date or the best if eaten by, which is not even expiration.
No,
It's
it
just-
isn't.
Yeah.
It's best
So,
before.
and we constantly argue about that. Like he gets up in the morning, first question out of his mouth is, what's the date on the milk? Really? Like I know this by heart? No, I don't. Okay, so he goes to my mom's. Right. He goes to my mom's and he decides to clean her refrigerator.
Lord.
My sister and I joined the witness protection program, so we weren't connected to this shit at all. Okay. Because the poor boy, he has no clue, right? No clue. She calls him James. His name is not James. We don't know where that came from. She renamed my cat. It was Rosie, then it was Francis. I don't know. She's crazy. So he threw away about half of everything in her refrigerator. And I get this phone call, this screeching, screaming, where the hell? I just handed the phone to my husband. I'm like, my mom wants to talk to you. She's like, it took a while before she let it back in the house.
Yeah. My grandma was like that.
Well, you know what my husband does? He pushes everything to the back. And then
yeah.
he just
Out of
keeps
sight, out of
pushing
mind.
things. What he doesn't eat, he pushes to the back and puts the new stuff in the front. So the other day, I hadn't eaten a bunch of strawberries. I went in there and I looked because I couldn't get anything else in my fridge. And I'm looking, everything's pushed to the back. There's a bowl of strawberries in there that is growing. There's
fuzzy,
fuzz on there.
Hair.
It's junk.
They've got more hair on them strawberries
There
than
was
Laura's titties.
gravy in there.
Whoa!
You can't believe how many containers were in there. I've actually put bleach in the containers to get the smell out of it.
See,
Oh
no,
my
I just-
you know what
God.
I do? You know what I do to deal with something like that? If I had a
Throw it
dish
away.
or something like that was growing shit, that shit goes straight, bypasses the washing machine or anything.
Right.
And
Into
goes
the
to the trash.
garbage. Yeah.
Yep.
Straight to it. So
Mhm.
we'll
Yep.
have like 6 of one kind of decor, 6 of another kind of plates, 6 of Kmart's plates, and
Mhm,
4 of
mhm.
Kmart glasses, 3 of Walmart glasses, you know, because that shit'll have something icky in it, and it just goes straight to the trash.
Icky.
You know what? My
Icky.
brother used to buy cheap dinnerware, and he wouldn't do dishes. What he would do when he ran out of dishes is he threw it all in the garbage, and then he'd go out and buy a new set.
It's
That's
the
what he
best
did.
shit ever. That's exactly what I do.
And
I love that.
he put a Christmas tree up at Christmas, and then he would put he decorated and everything, and then he would put a sheet over it after Christmas was done. And I asked him, I said, "Why are
Yeah.
you doing that?" He said, "Well, I have to put it back up next year." So he put a sheet on it, and he was a typical bachelor. Oh my God, my brother was bad.
I love it. I'm telling you.
I said, "Why don't you eat on paper plate?"
Hi, Sadie. Hi, baby girl.
I don't damn I'm be honest. I'm not looking for no GF or no nothing like that. I'm good. Like, you know, I go have a good time on the weekend, every other weekend, whatever. Other than that, call it winning. You know, I'm happy because I ain't got to do shit that I don't want to do. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can scratch your balls and nobody's gonna bitch at you for it.
I can get up at fucking 10:40 without a honeydew list.
Did Carla just say
Honeydew
she
list.
just said balls, didn't she? She
He
did.
misses.
She
I'm
did.
telling you. Hey, I've been in a relationship for 25 years before I damn got the, out of my last relationship, and I've been single for years. That shit.
I thought you had a date coming up, didn't you?
Yeah,
Weren't
didn't
you
he
supposed to
have
go
a
on a
date?
date? We get no updates from you, Smokey. We're gonna have to talk about your conduct.
Any updates on this dating.
I'll tell you about the last date. The last one. All right, so I was supposed to go on another one. So we talked on Friday, and like we were setting it up. We had it all set up, everything, babysitter, everything. And then at the end of it, she says to me, she says, "Well, don't do this and that until you hear from me tomorrow." She was getting off at like 3:30. So basically, it was telling me that she wanted me to continue to sweat her and hawk her, and we done made all these plans, and she was still wanting me to dang on the next day to, she was wanting me to, put in more work. So I knew that was it. I knew that she's not gonna call me tomorrow, and I'm not gonna call her. So I knew that we weren't going on Saturday, So we kind of dropped the subject, and that was last Saturday. So we didn't pick it back up this Saturday. So we'll be going probably next week or something like that. Because I'll put in a little more work, but I just had to it's kind of like I just unblocked you. So,
when you do that, have you met her first? Have you seen what she looks like and everything?
Yeah.
But you've met her in person?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not a catfish.
No.
Okay.
I've been catfish before though.
You've dated catfish before?
No, I've been caught slipping. Like they got it. They creeped in, not on YouTube, but other stuff. They creeped into my DMs with a fake sexy picture or something, and you're like, I'm trying to see what
that was me.
That's me.
That was me, Smokey.
See how we think?
Me and Brian do that to you all the time.
Brian. Yeah.
I said Smokey dick pics before, but he don't respond to them.
I sent them back.
What that?
You didn't get them,
Smokey. That's
Brian,
not nice. You should at least
that.
comment.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sad
bad.
now.
You nasty.
I even tied a bow around it.
You nasty.
My husband sends my mom nursing porn.
I thought you were telling us that the other day.
Yeah, he takes pictures of the veins in his arms and stuff and goes, look, mother-in-law. Look at that.
Lord of mercy.
She shows everybody. Look at
Oh my God. Veins. Smokey, did you hear my song from the other day?
I've been liking your music you've been playing. I like it.
Did you like
for
that
about a
song?
week and a half now. I've been listening to it. All that old school stuff and that funny stuff. I like it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Because I don't want to offend anybody, but I mean, I have a sixth sense of humor, so I find things funny that some other people probably don't. But
yeah. I like your sense of humor.
Thank you.
It's cool. I like it. 180's got a good one too. I like his.
Well, I think you need to laugh. I think people need to laugh sometimes. We've taken so much so seriously on
here. It's the best therapy ever, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Sometimes we need to just laugh. I mean, every once in a while we need to rant, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, did you find that video you made yesterday, or not?
It's on my phone, and I think I uploaded it up to YouTube, just a 20-second clip. So I'm trying to work
I
on.
knew how to share because I have it.
Oh, I've got it. I got it. I'm trying to upload it. It's hard to take a YouTube or a Facebook message and upload it, but I'm working on that now. I'm working on getting it up.
BSJ.
Yeah.
I wanted to put some music behind a bunch of video, like a bunch of still pictures. How do you do that? Is the term for that called rip and divide?
You rip the music.
Yeah.
Okay. That means you grab it from somewhere else.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, keep going. I'm pretty sure I know.
Look, check me out, Smokey. Check me out, Smokey. Go to screencast.com.
Yeah.
It'll give you a chance to put the videos up, right? And then it gives you the option on the side to upload your music right under it.
My homie. And what's the technical term for that? What button is that? Like, or will I know it when I see it?
Well, if you're ripping music, that just means you're taking it from somewhere else. But
yeah, like I want to put when I was young, me and my mama had beat 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. You know that Tupac, Dear Mama?
Yeah. You gotta watch. You gotta watch putting certain music up in your videos.
This is gonna be a private video. Just going to a person that lost a family member.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, just go to screencast.com and follow the instructions there. It's really easy. If you have any trouble with it, text me and I'll show you how to do it. That's what I use. I use Screencast and Cyberlink, but usually I can do most of them with just Screencast.
You the man.
I haven't really been trying to do real good videos.
Brian, how do you get away? Every time I play music, I get a copyright infringement thing.
It depends on the artist.
Every single time, no matter what I play.
It depends on the artist. When I put them up in videos, I slow the music, the whole song down maybe like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, that's genius.
Okay.
And then the algorithm doesn't grab it. But there are some music you can't use Prince. Some Michael Jackson, Metallica,
Beyonce probably.
There's a lot. I cannot.
Garth Brooks too. He'll get you.
Yeah, another trick is you could get the live version of it too, and play it live.
Well, Smokey, you've had that too, right?
I got 125 of those.
Every time I play music, I get that. Because I mean, even that one that you shared, Brian. Remember that one you shared, like the thing that you did of
enormous dick.
Low Lightly.
Oh.
It was on my channel. You shared it. I got a copyright infringement strike on that one.
You got a copyright infringement for doing a video that I did, and I didn't get a copyright on it.
No, I got it because they said there was ads running. There was ads running. So
I'm not monetized anymore, so I don't get any ads.
I'm just telling you what they said.
For playing a YouTube video, right? You
Who's dead inside?
For it, right?
Who's dead inside?
Yeah,
someone. Who's
a lot
dead
of us are, Carla. A lot of us.
No, there's someone up here trying to get
I don't know.
up. They're called
I don't know.
dead
Probably
inside.
Laura. Probably Laura.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Be my first guess. You know.
I don't want her up if that's her.
Carla, you hear me?
What?
You ever seen somebody named Dear Diary?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen them.
They've been threatening me and my shit.
I saw that.
Really?
What they say?
They said,
well, I'm not letting them up on this stream because I don't know who they are.
Like, I think it's something. I don't like what the fuck you've been doing. This YouTube world stretches far and wide, and I'm closer to you than you think. Yikes.
Wow.
Oh, idiots.
That sounds like a direct threat.
That's what I said. I think I texted it to Brian and asked him, you think this is a threat? And he was like, fucking
It is a threat. You should have reported it.
Did you report them?
I would report that.
I got it.
That's a direct threat.
I had somebody send me a Facebook message about 3 years ago, and they said, remember today at about 1:30 when you were sitting at the light at Kiwi and Leo Street in your red Toyota Corolla? He said, the only reason you're still alive is because I didn't pull the trigger. And I was actually, at that time, I was actually in my Toyota Corolla at that light. freaked me
Ain't
the
that
fuck.
weird?
Wow. That
That
would
was-
freak you out.
The only reason you're still alive is because I didn't pull the trigger.
I know you. Who did that? I know you didn't let that one sit.
I had no idea who did that.
You know who
No.
did it?
But I know that I was there at that time in my car at that light.
Damn.
And I was way far away from my house and everything, but they just hit me with that. Yeah. But sometimes you'll get that.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing. You're not being you're not being right. You're not being funny. You're not being happy if you don't have people that try to be haters and mad at you and no-nos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have more than my share of haters. Please.
Yeah, you're not doing. I saw your community post. I think it was last night. It was all vlazzy blahs whenever people were sharing all your private shit. But
That's
whenever
what I
somebody
mean.
turns around and does something, it ain't right. So
That's what I mean.
you
That's what the
you can't-
hypocrisy
that's not
is
how it
what
works.
pissed me off.
I just like the fact that he said blasey blahs.
Blasey blah. Yeah, I do too. I like when Saint Taco was saying, what was she saying? It was that juice that was in her vape was a schloz or schloos or
Spooge. The word is spooge.
spooge.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you watch yesterday when Tacos was trying to get her vape thing to work?
Yes, I did see that. That was on my break.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it
oh
was.
my God! She was like, I can't get it to work.
I know. I'm never doing this
She
again.
said, I'm ready to go out and buy a fucking package of cigarettes.
She's like, I keep pumping it and nothing's happening. And I'm like, well, spit on it.
Push it in. Pull it out. Pull it out. It sounded like we were having some kind of porno conversation.
Misdemeanor is naughty.
We never go there. We never go.
I'm not what?
We never get dirty on
I
this
said you're
channel.
naughty. You're naughty
try.
girl.
I
She needs
try.
a spanking.
I do.
Hey, Brian, when we gonna do another man panel, Brian?
My
We
husband
never
won't
get
pull my
dirty on
hair.
this
It makes me
channel.
mad.
He won't
Why
pull
can't
your
you just
hair.
pull my hair? No.
Oh,
Well, just knee him in the nuts. I'm pretty sure he'll pull your hair there.
Yeah, that's like my. I like that.
Or teabag them.
Let tickle.
Oh, there
I
was
can't
another
teabag him.
thing. Is like
I'm not
the
equipped
woman.
for the job.
Okay, what's this called? The woman puts Kool-Aid in her mouth, and then the guy dips his balls into her mouth. Something I can't remember what it's called, but it's
I
like
don't know. Hey, Kool-Aid?
I don't know, but I'm pretty
it's
sure
like
that there's an
teabagging,
entire.
but she has to put Kool-Aid in her mouth, and then he dips his balls in her mouth.
Frosty balls.
What is?
Frosty
It might
balls.
be frosty
Listen,
balls. It might
There,
be something.
I'm pretty sure there's a very short but incomplete book about fun with Pop Rocks. Just gonna put that out there.
Oh my God! Yeah,
You heard
that's
that
what
from a
I forgot
friend.
about the Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
I'm
The
asking
word on
for
the
a
street
friend.
is the word on the street. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So
Now you got to ask that kid
It's
Mikey about
allegedly.
the Pop Rocks, though.
Hey, my
Pop
husband's
Rocks?
name is Mikey. You want to ask
Can
him?
you even buy Pop
Mike.
Rocks? What was it they used to say about Pop Rocks? If you took Pop Rocks and put them in your mouth and then took a drink of
Hey, Brian.
7-Up,
We were talking
it would
about
blow up
yesterday.
fuck you up.
it
Yeah,
blew
fuck
up your
yeah.
stomach or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coke and Pop Rocks. Brian, yesterday we were talking about, just in our little private world about people looking people up. I'm fucking hoping because we're talking about VPNs and IP addresses and emails and all that shit. I'm hoping somebody looks him up because he's got not even a stepbrother. It's like his stepdad's kid by another woman or whatever has the exact same name as my husband. I think he's been in every penitentiary in this country. We get
Shit.
phone calls all the time. May I speak to? And he's like, yeah, okay, but who is this? And they're like, what's such and such, law enforcement, whatever agency. He's like, yeah, you're looking for a guy with my exact name. Let me give you his address and his phone number. And that ends that because it's not my husband, it's the other guy. So go ahead, look my shit up. Go ahead. Look my
I
husband
got
up.
a question for you. Somebody sent me, people send me stuff all the time, and somebody sent me a hat from like a bootlegger a distillery, right? And
Right.
I guess to send stuff in the mail, they also sent me like moonshine, of course, but it says it's hand sanitizer. You see,
Same difference.
in a little mason jar, and on the top of it says hand sanitizer. Do not drink. Do you think that is bullshit?
I
So they can
wouldn't
get away
drink
with
it.
sending that in the
There's
mail?
no freaking way I'd drink it.
But it's from a distillery. I don't
Oh,
understand.
it's from a distillery?
Yeah,
Don't
I
drink
don't
it.
know.
You see the little mason jar?
Yeah,
I
don't drink
see
it.
I think, and it smells like the happenings. So I'm thinking I'm
Didn't
going to drink
kids
that
used
shit.
Didn't you kids used to drink
Smokey.
hand? Wasn't that one a thing where they were
Let
drinking
me tell
hand
you.
or eating
Well,
hand
Tide
sanitizer?
Pods. Tide Pods.
That came from TikTok, by the way, just so you know, eating Tide Pods.
Well, yeah, I know. You know what I did in response to TikTok, because I have a really sick sense of humor. When we were redoing this house, I wanted, kind of a shabby chic kind of thing going on. So in my laundry area, I went and
Come on
bought
up,
those
True
big
Helper.
sun tea jars,
Beetlejuice.
and I put my liquid detergent, because I don't use Tide Pods, and my liquid fabric softener, and I got 2 of them, put them, one in each, and put it up on my washer and dryer shelf. And that was going to be the wet bar for the Tide Pods. And when they needed something to drink to wash the Tide Pods down, they could choose either Downy fabric softener or liquid detergent.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Flower Power
Just
says
saying.
we got some. Oh, wait, what'd she say? Oh, wait. We got some hand sanitizer from a distillery, and it smelled like straight tequila.
It might have been.
So I was wondering what the prognosis is. So can we go ahead and say that it's good for Smokey to drink?
No, the
Well,
brand
look what
is
Remy
called
says.
the brand is called hand sanitizer. You can use moonshine as sanitizer as well as vodka.
I know that moonshine.
I know that.
But damn, dude, it sounds like hand sanitizer, and it's got a bunch of aloe vera bullshit or whatever you call it, whatever. I'm not trying to deep throat that shit. I'm not looking forward to that in the least. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I will murder it. Don't get me wrong. I am a connoisseur of moonshine. In fact, people right now are sitting by the creek running a run as we speak. So I'll have a jar of some jalapeno probably by the end of the weekend. But I ain't never had no hand sanitizer that I'm about to yak back. You know what I'm saying?
Now, are you making?
We were drinking peanut butter whiskey last night. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there's that.
Are you making jalapeno moonshine? Are you making some?
Yeah, they're making it. Yeah.
Oh, you need to go live with that.
They sure
Yes,
are.
you do.
They sure
Oh,
are.
hey, Smokey! I meant to ask you. Remember, you were going to do that thing where you had a bunch of stuff from the dollar store or something, and you were gonna
make. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were gonna do a live and like eat.
We could dare you to do stuff with the items.
Yeah,
that you
we
got.
could dare you to do stuff.
Yeah, I just haven't done that.
Did you ever do that?
We can do it today if you want to.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Y'all, what you want? You want me to go to the dollar store on a live and have y'all pick out $20 worth of shit?
Go to the dollar store on a live, and you have the people in the chat pick out what they want you to do on your live.
All right, so like, what would be the?
Well, you have to say what they can't say. Like, if there's some things that you won't do, you have to tell us what we can't.
Like, I won't know what I won't do until you suggest it, though.
He will not have sex with Fluffer.
I ain't doing no shit like that. Everybody, people already know that. You know, people already know.
Well, you have. I give you the right to
right, Lanky Tour. Right.
The right to refuse to do something if it's too,
Yeah,
gross.
I reserve that right. 180.
You reserve that right. Yes.
You know,
okay.
180 would probably have it. He'd be like, "Hawk this out your mouth, stick it in your ear, lay it on the floor, and then slurp it up." I ain't doing no shit like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
right.
No, we're not going to do. We're not going to make you do anything that would make you sick or compromise you.
Like Whiskey Gypsy.
But what if we got you to put makeup on or fingernail polish and stuff like that? That's not going to hurt you.
That ain't shit. I'll do the hell out of that.
Okay.
Hello Starlight calls it stunts.
Right.
I'm game on.
Well, I was waiting because you had said you were going to do that and you never did it.
So let's do it.
I was waiting
let's
for
do
that.
it today at 1:30 Eastern time.
Okay. You guys hear that?
1:30 Eastern.
Smokey's link in here. 1:30
okay. Drop it.
Time. He's going to
drop
do
that link.
And I'll go
like
to the dollar store.
Remy's my link dropper in here. Remy, can you drop Smokey's link? He's going to do that.
What's kind of some of the stuff that we can get, Carla? What we gonna get? Cookies? No. Beer? No. What?
Well, you're going to go to the dollar store live, and we're going to pick out what you're going to get. We're going to show it.
He goes in there and flirts with the girls.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. All right. So the title
It's
of
going to be up to the chat, but we're going to decide.
That's fine. That sounds like a winner to me.
It does.
Winner, winner, chicken
Ask
dinner.
Jay, when are we gonna do it at the man panel?
And we need something that's fun to do. So I
Let's
think
do it.
after the last couple of weeks or a couple of days that's been going on here, we need something fun to do. I think.
They've been hardcore for the last 3 weeks, ain't they?
Yeah, too much.
Oh my God, egg drop soup, Remy. Remy, I fucking love you.
Can you drop Smokey's panel or Smokey's channel so that we can all be there at 1:30 Eastern today?
Yeah, and like I need somebody to like come on panel with me though, and like help me
misdemeanor.
Keep Smokey, keep texting me and keep me when you get ready to go live. Sometimes you gotta text me 2 or 3 times.
You'll help me, BS. That's what I was asking you. We'll call it the man panel, BSJ.
Is True Helper gonna be over there?
Yeah, True Helper.
Get True Helper, Brian, and Smokey, the man panel.
Is it clothing optional or no?
Clothing's optional, baby. I'll probably be half naked anyway. You know that.
Hey, I'm sitting here with a ball cap on and my boxers, and that's
I will too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
It's hotter than
Is that your Brian? Is that your Laura costume?
Yeah, it is. Larry.
Yeah, now me and you both, Brian,
Thank you,
have done a
Remy.
live straight from the shower.
She always drops the link.
Yeah, Remy's good at modding.
I know Remy's the shit.
She is the shit. She's the shit. Well, so I'm going to shut down then and let
1:30
get ready for his live, and we're all going to be there at 1:30 today, Smokey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my freak on because Nicole's asleep on the side of the bed. Her mouth's wide open.
We need some fun. And Miss Murder's going live. Just don't forget, Miss Murder's going live at 4:30, and she's going to do a game thing like just the show at 4:30.
So it sounds like a fine Saturday we're gonna have here.
We're gonna have.
There you go. We're going channel hopping today. Get your alcohol ready.
And we're gonna get your wine and whatever else.
Get your giggles on. We're gonna get our giggles on.
Carlos Smokey said he's gonna roll blunt and smoke it with you.
There you go.
We'll do the damn thing.
All right.
Love
y'all. See you soon.
At 1:30.
Love you.
All right, babe. Bye. Love you too. Bye.
Love you so much. I'll see you today at 1:30.
Thank you. Later.
Bye. Bye, guys. Love you guys.